But yeah, man, I got my brand Potency. Grab a little bag real quick.
I got it right here too. I'm about to show you.
While he's getting that Potency, man, let me give Ace his proper introduction, man. You know, he's been with BQM. BQM has been around for years.
Shout out BQM,
and
man.
Ace has always been around, bro. A lot of the stuff we were doing visually, taking pictures as a rapper, bro. One time we needed a car. We needed a driver, bro. Like, you know, real dope driver, because we're gonna have Los Racas in this dope ass video that we shot. Shout out to Estilo and Los Racas 123. Go look it up.
Yeah.
But in that video, you see Ace whipping that thing, bro.
9350, man.
And
Candy cane stain.
Yeah, bro. And he had the models right in the middle, and he was lit, bro. Like, they were a little nervous, but bro, he had the bars, bro. Like, he made them feel comfortable, bro. Like, he really did his thing, man. So that's who Ace is, bro.
Ace right
he's
there.
into the cars, he's
real
into
driver,
the trees,
man.
Trees,
the music,
cars.
real artistic dude, man. So thank you for coming through, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate you, man. Yeah,
he's damn near BQM, bro. For real.
For sure. Been around since way back.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, I appreciate that, man.
For
Giving
sure,
me
bro.
my flowers, bro. You
No, thank you.
Some memories right
bro,
there,
no, bro.
Yeah.
Look at that video. I'm not, bro. Like, when you see that video,
bro, I used to be all in the video.
Which video is this?
This is a 123 Los Racas.
123 Los Racas.
Yeah, bro. You'll see we were on a boat, and then we went and we did the right there by Candlestick
Point.
Yeah,
Candlestick Point.
Yeah.
Candlestick Park.
Yeah, man. It was amazing.
It was tore down.
Yeah, bro. Because I'm used to seeing motherfuckers kind of like, oh fuck, that was close. Nah, bro. It was super clean, like a stunt driver, bro.
Bars,
for
man.
real.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
How'd you learn to have bars like that? It's just natural.
It kind of was, man. I had never really done shit, bro. I bought the whip, and a few of my partners had 5.0s like that, and they were like, bro, get a 5.0, get a 5.0. I bought the 5.0, bro, and just took it to the streets, bro, and just started tossing that, bro. Started tossing it, man.
What color was the 5.0?
It's bright red with the white top, with the white interior. I went and bought the 03 Cobras 5-star rims. You feel me? White with the red lip.
Nice,
that's why it's the candy
dope.
cane stang. It's red and white like a candy cane.
You still have it?
And it's oh so sweet.
You still have it?
I still got it, man. It needs a little work. I let her go. She's in the driveway though. She's in the driveway. I started her up the other day. The little baby burnout in front of the house.
Okay,
You know what
all
I mean?
right. Still active.
Yeah, still got
active,
some heart. Still got some heart.
That's cool. Yeah, thanks, Mike. Thanks for making the introduction.
Appreciate that out. I forgot. Man.
Do you still be whipping them things? Or
yeah. I had the Chrysler for a little bit, the 300C Hemi thing. I was tossing that for, you know what I mean? I don't do the sideshows anymore.
Yeah. You just take pictures and stuff at these events?
You're not sideshows?
Yeah.
I don't even do this. I don't even do that too much anymore. It's too wild out there now, bro.
It is, bro.
Shooting hella guns. I mean, it's always been like that, but
so
motherfuckers just trying to hit people now. It's like,
bro.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, but people are getting smacked out there, bro, with the cars and shit, bro. But, you know, it's still fun. I've been to a few of them and shit. When they come to the city, I'll show up in the city. You know what I mean? I used to be in the town like every weekend, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy. I used to live out there too and went through because it seems like it got worse.
It's a way different scene, bro.
Pandemic.
It's a way different scene.
It's funny.
It used to be a party.
I know. Yeah, I know. It's like that's why I had to get out of there. I was like, it's too much. It's too much. And sometimes you need to shut it down, and you couldn't go through.
Yeah.
It's just too much.
Nah, we used to, bro. When we used to shut streets down, but we'd let the traffic through. We'd like stop the show, let the traffic through, because them the ones that are gonna call the police.
Yeah.
We can't get through to my house, so they're gonna call the police. We used to be like, hey, stop the show, let them go through. You know what I mean? Like,
they don't do that no more.
Nah, it had more structure before. Now they're stomping on cars for trying to get through, bro. Like, bro, they're just trying to go home, bro. They're just trying to go home.
Oh, what about the ambulance? Like, they don't let the ambulance like.
Nah, they don't, but they're trying to go save someone's life.
Like Lake Mary, I was like, dude, somebody probably got shot. They're trying to like.
They're trying to save a life, bro. Y'all let them through, man. They trying to do donuts around it and shit, like.
Content.
Yeah, that's what it is,
It
bro.
is the life. Yeah, man. The world
that's
we live in.
That's one reason why people are getting hit too, because they're so close to the cars trying to get that video. Which I used to do that, bro. But you got to know how to maneuver.
Yeah.
You see the car coming towards you, like they're looking through their phone. You don't have the same the depth perception through the phone as if you're looking at this shit, bro. Like it's crazy, man. Yeah, people are getting smacked, hit, broken bones. I've heard of people dying from getting hit by these cars.
Yeah,
you know that's 3,000 pounds coming at you at 30
30
miles per hour and shit, bro. Like, you feel me?
I don't know when it became cool to get hit by.
Man, when I got out, when I was done.
So I'm
right
telling you,
after
man,
that,
it's a bunch of different.
yeah,
I mean,
there's no more structure, man.
It changes, but it feels like it's more chaotic now.
It's more chaotic,
it's
man.
Like
it's fun as hell though to
I'm sure.
swing that shit. But I still do it like back streets, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They got like South City Pit.
Yeah.
They got the South City Pit. Anybody from South City, San Bruno?
South City Pit, is that towards the?
That's like behind the mall.
Behind Tanfran.
Yeah, Tanfran.
There's a back street back there, bro. You pull up, it's always marked up, bro. It's these businesses that are closed on weekends. It's just kind of out the way. The police will hear you swinging. They know where it's at.
Yeah, because the station's down the street, right?
It's right there.
Yeah, I know. It's across the street.
You can damn near see. If you walk down the street just a little bit, you can see the police station and BART right there.
Yep.
Yeah, I used to stay out there by Milton.
Okay, yeah.
You know, all the Tongan cribs,
the
TCG,
BGs.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I'm sure it's a lot different now.
No, for sure.
Back then it was a little different, but yeah, man, it's crazy nowadays. You know, it's just you know, it's everything is stepped up. You know, from the stuff we used to do, it just feels like it's 2 notches up that they're doing, and
even
it's
the
cool.
weed, bro. Even the weed is like back then, but now it's more potent.
Yeah.
Speaking of potent, bro, potency, bro, like,
come on,
like
man.
it's that strong stuff right there, bro.
Come on, can we go to Teddy? Smoking on some potency.
That shit goes crazy on that music video, bro. Because potency is priority. Potency is priority. That is my phrase. That's my slogan, man.
Where you at? Shout out to Cuddy. Where
shout out
at?
to Cuddy for that promo, bro. That was crazy.
Yeah,
what's that? That's Riding and Smoking.
Riding and
Smoking. Young Cuddy. Hoodwink 415. Shot by Aunt Dez, bro. That shit goes crazy. They had the lowrider bikes. You feel
it was out here right here
outside.
Records.
Right outside, man.
And they was really smoking on that potency in the video.
Bro, we had that shit going.
Yeah,
bro. So how long have you been doing this for? So this is your brand,
that's
right?
my brand, man. Potent C. Instagram, potent.c.415. Check it out. If you know what's good for you, tap in the DM. You feel me?
So is this a strain, a particular strain?
The one you're holding up that I gave you is actually a strain that we called High Potency.
Okay.
That's named after me. That's a very exclusive strain that might not even be in rotation anymore after this.
Okay.
It's
good. Tastes good.
Motherfuckers was just kind of pheno hunting, you know what I mean, crossing some shit and seeing what hits and what they can create.
Hybrid or
it's an indica dominant hybrid, like a 70-30. Okay. It's white runts, Gelato 41, and Bubble Bath.
Bubble Bath. That's a new one. I haven't heard that one before.
That's the soap crossed with Project 4516.
Oh man, too many names.
Too many names, bro. I be getting lost sometimes. I gotta pull the phone out. Like, hold on, what I got on the menu again?
I know Northern Lights. I know
OG
Blueberry.
Yeah. Take away back some green crack.
A
Blue Dream.
It's a Blue Dream.
Yeah,
a White Widow.
A White Widow. Fuck, man. We had about 8 strains that we could name.
Yeah.
Granddaddy Perp. Granddaddy Perp. If it wasn't purple, people used to be like, you got the Oakland grapes? Yeah. You remember that? Yeah. You got the Oakland grapes?
Yeah,
that was the super dark purple. Everybody else had green. Granddaddy Green.
That's
right.
Like
you got them Oakland grapes.
Real purple stuff. Yeah.
But High Potency is a very tasty, very colorful, crystally fraud. Like it's everything you want in some weed. It's delicious.
Is this your only strain that you have, or how many?
No. I stay with a little menu. As far as my personal strains, that's on my personal strain. That's the only one I got right now. That was grown for me.
Okay.
Yeah. But I stay with multiple strains, at least 3 or 4 at a time on the bust down. But yeah, man, it's been in production. So I started it in 2017. Unforeseen circumstances. I had to leave for a little bit. Mike knows what's up. Had to leave for a little bit. Came back and was just on some super low key shit. You know what I mean? Wasn't serving nothing. And then I don't know. I just something hit, and I was just like, bro, I need to get back to it, bro. You know what I mean? This is what I know how to do. And everybody's got the crazy bags and the logos. You feel me? So I had went and bought me some little Chinese bags, and they were like shiny golden. Motherfuckers was calling it the golden ticket. They were like, where's the golden ticket? I got that golden ticket. Like it's some Willy Wonka shit. But so then I got back on it, bro. Got my money up, bro. Went and talked to my designers at Sticker Farmer, man. Shout out Sticker Farmer, bro. I used to work there.
Really?
I used to be slapping the stickers on the bags, doing all. You feel me?
When they were in Redwood City, right?
They're still there.
They're still there.
Still there. Same spot.
They got
Sacramento. They got Humboldt.
Yep.
They just started some new shit in New York. And it's not even called Sticker Farm. It's for super high end clients. Like if you ain't spending 10 bands, they ain't even talking to you.
So these are bags.
These are bags, stickers, bags. I get my stickers done by them. You feel me?
Okay.
Hold on, I stay with them in the
pocket,
man.
Yeah.
Stay with them in the pocket, bro. I need to make bags out of this one though, bro. That's where it comes from, the High C juice box.
Yeah.
Feel me? The High C juice box, man. You see these slapped up all over the place, bro. I got the QR code. Scan that. Get in with me directly. You feel me? Got the Jack Daniels design.
That's a dope one.
That's the first design that I came. 2017. This is the 2017
2017.
design.
Oh, so you've been doing this since then?
Since 2017, bro.
Right.
It just got revamped, though. It just got revamped.
Okay.
Like I said, I had to go away for a little bit, bro. And, obviously had to stop production. You know what I'm saying? And then, but now I'm back to it, man. Got some new designs. I got a folder on my phone full of ideas for different bags and shit, but I'm running with the High C juice box bag right now.
Yeah, it's original.
People are loving that shit, bro.
I haven't seen it. Yeah,
I've seen a couple of people do like the strain specific with the they called it like, I think one was like High Z. I seen some High Z shit one time.
I heard of that one.
And it looks similar to that. It was like the High C juice box. They had like the 3D thing, like it looked like a juice box or whatever.
Okay.
But this been my name. Now I got the strain. I got the bags, you feel me? The signature bags. Everybody loves that bag, bro. Again, JR, a Sticker Farmer, man. He does his fucking thing, bro. All I told him was a little idea, and he just went to work, bro. He went to work. And then, he just, any little tweaks I needed, bro, he's boom, does it.
That's dope.
Yeah. But yeah, just revamped it this year, 2025, bro.
Okay.
Got back to it.
Okay.
And it's been going up. Bro.
So where do you want to take it? What's the end goal with?
You know what? I haven't thought about that just yet, man. I'm just
going with the
rolling
flow.
with the punches, going with the flow, man. Just getting to this money real quick. You feel me? Stacking up, reinvesting it. You know what I mean? Just grabbing more work, more variety of things. You feel me? I'm working on getting the concentrates going, some rosin, some little. You feel me? Some little liquid diamonds type shit.
Have a diversity of different stuff.
Exactly,
yeah, because most people just have. The flower, right?
I got edibles on deck, bro. Some real good edibles, bro, that people have been loving. Those,
I had an experience this last weekend. There was Cuddy, man. He was behind them, and we went to a dispensary, and we went to go buy some weed, and Hoodwink was the first one to mention. He said, "Hey, man, those drinks, with the THC."
Oh, what, Uncle Arnie's or something?
No, this one started with the E.
Okay.
I can't remember, but Hoodwink was like, "Yeah, man, those smack." And I was like, "Oh yeah," and I said, "All right, I'll get some."
They had 10 milligram, 25 milligram, and then they had the
100 milligram. That's the maximum they could sell in a dispensary.
Yeah, and all you hear in the background. So the dude asked me, "What do you want? You want 25, 25, and 100?" And all you hear Cuddy in the back, "Just get the 100. Just get the 100." I was like, "All right, I'll just get the Yeah. All right, I'll get the 100. I was like, "Well, you need to get one too." So he got one too, and he was not gonna drink it. I was like, "Nah, you better drink it, cause already." Oh, and Mike got the 100 too, right? So we all got 100.
Go big or go home.
And so we drank it, and of course Mike is cool, right? He's like, it still hasn't hit you, right? I mean, like you're just chilling, but me and Cuddy, we start feeling it. I start feeling it first, bro, and it started hitting like hard. Where it's like, fuck, I can't even sit here no more. I can't concentrate no more. And you were telling me a story about your elbow, right?
Yeah.
But it was Cuddy too. He kept saying about. He was he kept saying something that started having me think about it.
No, because so we took it to the face, and then I took it to the face, and then I'm like, wait, it's like 5-10 minutes later. I'm like, bro, I'm waiting for this shit to hit. Do you guys feel it? And I just see them like hella chill, like
slumping.
Yeah, I think
melting.
we feel it a little something. And we're going to the next spot because it was like a pop up, like so they had psychedelics and like a concert.
I got them too.
Yep, they had DMT shit. So then we're like, let's go. But they were like, nah, we're just gonna chill. So we went, How long were we like for like an hour or 45 minutes?
I don't know, bro.
You don't know. He was too high off the drink, bro.
I'm waiting for this shit to kick in.
Felt like an eternity.
Bro, I'm waiting for this shit to kick in, come back to the car, they're slumped, bro. They're done. They're like, nah, let's go back to the hotel. We need to take a nap. So we go to the hotel, and then we get out the car, and Cuddy's like, yeah, bro. He's telling Easy, because Easy's not looking good. Like, he looks like
I was like, I'm out, bro.
My boy was eyes low.
But Cuddy has
skin tone gone.
Cuddy was like, yeah, bro. It feels like my equilibrium, or I feel dizzy, and then it's nauseous, and then he just starts talking about what you want to hear.
Symptoms and
shit. And then he just said, I gotta throw up, bro.
Yeah, bro. I fucking No, you know what too? It's because I had drank a beer. I was like, that was the beer that got me. I don't know. Maybe I would have still thrown up, but
beer.
It was to the point where I was like,
crossfaded.
And so once I did that, it was like, okay, I'm good. Like I felt better.
Yeah.
I was still tired, but I was like, I wasn't longer like feeling all queasy and shit, right? Yeah. But I was like, fuck, man, but I was like, Cuddy, it was you in the back, like, just get the 100, just get the 100. I should have just said, I was telling myself, what was I thinking, man? Like, I usually just take a, 20, 25, and I'm good. I went out there trying to be a fucking superstar and took 100. Hell no, bro. I was like, nah, man, I'm not doing that shit again. But, so edibles, man, those things, like, you think you get used to it.
Yeah.
And then, and you do a little too much. You flying too high. Yeah, so man, that was the weekend.
Speaking of edibles, bro, let me see if I got some shit up in here, bro. I got the motherfucking the rings, bro. Peach rings, watermelon rings.
Oh shit.
Gonna be blueberry rings. I got my own packaging for that shit right there too. We up in there, man. If you want to show them, you feel me? You got the flavors, man. That's what I'm about, bro. Flavors, variety of flavors.
So that's good. Yeah, like I said, most people focus when they're doing the brand thing. I mean, that's all I see. It's just the flour. I don't see nothing else.
Flour, maybe some pre-rolls or something.
Pre-rolls, your typical stuff that you could do. But
I try to get it in every avenue. You know what I'm saying? Every avenue that leads to the freeway, bro, and that's where you cash in.
And when you do the edibles, do you do that yourself or?
No, I get it from a professional company.
Yeah.
But I rebrand it. Keep it 1,000, bro. I rebrand. I put it in my bags. They're 420 milligrams per bag.
Oh shit.
26 milligrams per ring. So like you'd be good off a half a ring probably.
Not gonna lie, man. I like smoking it, but eating is something else.
Yeah. But they hit, bro. I got a lot of people that they're skeptical. You know.
Because it's a hit.
The edibles that are in the dispensary, bro. It's everything in the dispensary is washed down, bro.
Yeah.
It's not that potency.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not that potent, bro.
There you go.
But this shit is, you feel me, like made for real smokers, real potheads and shit, you know what I mean? So no, they smack, and they taste delicious. It tastes like you're eating straight candy. You gotta be careful.
Which is
you gotta be careful, bro.
Which is
make sure you get
right?
a real peach ring bag, and then just take one of these, and then when you feel like eating more peach rings, you got the trolley peach rings. You know what I'm saying? And don't fuck yourself
That's
up.
That's a good idea, though.
Yeah, don't fuck yourself up, bro. You gotta eat a whole bag of these motherfuckers, bro.
That's what I was doing with that drink. It was root beer, so I was drinking that shit like, cause it didn't taste nothing like.
Tastes like a root beer.
Root beer, so you
that was refreshing.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah. Half an hour later.
Yeah, half an hour later, throwing up in the plants.
Hey man, I found a little spot, so I was good. So do you have anything special coming down the line for potency, like anything that you're looking forward to, or everything right now is just idling and you're going with the workflow?
I'm just going with the flow. I'm trying to get out more to like not pop-ups, because I did the pop-ups for a long time. Used to have a big table at the pop-ups, but I'm trying to do some like where they like, I'm talking about the pop-up, like the sessions. You know what I'm talking about, where they have it in like the warehouses and shit. And everybody's selling hella different weed and shit.
Oh yeah, never been to. I heard of them.
A lot of people go there. I don't speak bad on nothing, but that's just not. It's a lot of weird work there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not. I like shit that is grown with like passion. You know what I mean? A lot of people there, they're like, oh, I get pounds for this much, or I get this much, ounces for this much. I'm like, yeah, but you're getting some
all right stuff.
Like it might look nice, but it's not the hitter. You know what I mean? And I get a lot of people who, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I take them from the session, bro. I'm like, bro, try this, bro. I'll give it to you for the same price you getting over there. Try it, and they're fucking. Oh, they never back to the session again. unless I'm busy. Unless I'm at the FIRMELAB radio doing it, I gotta go fucking somewhere else.
So you got the quality and the potency to go behind. Yeah, because there's a lot of weed that tastes good, smells good, but when it comes to the actual high, it's like you have to smoke more.
Smoke 2 blunts and shit.
And it kind of just ruins the whole feel after that because you're just now just burning and shit for no reason.
Just smoking the smoke.
Yeah.
But what I am working on, and I'm talking to my boy Lou Swells. Shout out to Lou Swells, man. That's my brother since like 2002, bro. That's my partner right there. I work with him heavily with the work. You feel me? Okay. He been blessing me, bro. But we're working on trying to do potency, high C juice box shaped vapes.
Ooh.
Where you hit it out the straw, you feel me?
Like, that's hard.
We're working on that with somebody. I don't even know who it is. It's his plug. That's Lou's plug. But he's the vape guy. He's the vape
dope,
guy,
bro.
man. So
that's
he
gonna
can get all the vapes and he can custom make shit. You know what I mean? So I'm working on that. You know what I mean? Have the live resin shit up in there. It's what everybody loves that live resin. You know what I mean? Which I do got other vapes. You know what I mean? I stay with like the cookies vapes, and I stay with some. They got these boutique switches. You feel me? It's like 2 flavors. You can switch back and forth. The boutique ones, you can do both of them at the same time. They got that shit's innovative. They got all kinds
I'm
of
learning
crazy
a lot
shit, bro.
Between you and Pepe. Just the stuff you guys have been talking about. I'm just because I've been buying my weed from. I have just this dude that I get it from. He grows it.
He's cheating on me, y'all. You hear that? You hear that? That's crazy.
No, I'm saying like for years, bro. So I never went nowhere. It's like I always got the plug, but it was the same weed, right? But just recently I started kind of venturing out. And it's like there's so many different stuff compared to like 15, 20 years ago.
Ridiculous.
It's just like there's what and there's that and there's this and all this different shit, accessories that you can have, just even down to just smoking a joint. Now you can do a glass tip, and you can do this, you can do that, and which is cool. But there's so much of it that it's just crazy to think what's gonna happen when it really becomes fully legal. When it gets taken off.
When the feds start taxing it even more.
Yeah.
That's all. Because state, for the state, it's good.
Yeah,
it's the federal that is bad, and it's.
But there's maybe more opportunities though, bro. The fact that I would think, I mean, it sounds like it's a lot easier now to even brand something than it was 10 years ago, right, or 15 years ago, because they were more on it. Like I don't know. I've actually haven't been in the game for a while to say, has it changed? Where is it easier now to? Of course, it's going to be easier to obtain it, but is it easier to actually market it and brand it and sell it and not be so worried about, getting caught type of thing?
Yeah, I just got pulled over the other day by the police. They took hell of my bag.
Oh, they did?
I got a simple possession charge.
What?
Of over an ounce. I fucked up and didn't have a
card.
recommendation.
Yeah.
Where you could have like up to 8 ounces.
Yeah, but they're wasting their time with that shit.
No, I know that it ain't going nowhere. But they, 10, 15 years ago, they would have been this is intent to sell.
Yeah.
You out here dealing. You got everything individually bagged. We're taking you in.
Yeah.
This time, bro, I had like 10 vapes on me. I had mushroom chocolate bars. I had, I have CD bomb for if anybody's in pain. Let me know. Anybody in pain? I got CBD balm, a little ointment you rub on a muscle or your joints. You feel me? I had some of that on me, but it looks like concentrate. It looks like some fucking some rosin or like some some batter type. You know what I mean? If you don't know concentrates like them, or you don't know CBD ointment or nothing they don't have it labeled as CBD ointment. It just has my sticker on there. So he thought it was concentrates, but he left all that.
So he just took the flower.
He took the flower, and when he's walking away with
himself.
When he walked, right. I'm gonna check the paperwork when I go into court because I got a court date. I'm like, how much did he put down that he took? Because I know how much he took.
He's on pussy.
Yeah.
I've heard of this.
But yeah, man, so they left all that shit, bro. And I was like, I'm watching him walk away with my shit, and I'm like, so what are you taking? And he was like, oh, we're taking the nugs. He goes, we're taking the nugs. He goes, but I saw your vapes and he thought they were weed chocolates, which whatever. But he's like, I saw your weed chocolates and I saw your concentrate in there. First he said the powder stuff. I was like, I know y'all didn't find that. That's in the stash spot. I was like, powder stuff. He was like, yeah, it looks like you got some concentrate in there. I was like, it threw me off. And then I thought about it. And I was like, oh, he's probably talking about that CBD bomb. You feel me? But I was like, so why? I was like, why are you leaving all of that and taking the nugs? And he was like, well, we're writing you up for a possession of over an ounce, so we have to have evidence that you had over an ounce. I'm like, damn, bro, like, so take an ounce and a quarter. Take an ounce and a quarter, bro. Leave me the rest of it, bro. They took like damn near like a QP or something.
Damn, really?
Yeah, all individually, but you know, cause I ride around, I ride around with it, ride around now, I'm getting it. No, I keep it ready for if somebody calls me, bro, and I'm out and about. You know what I mean? Like if somebody calls me while I'm here, I might be like, hey, Mike, handle this for a minute. I'll be right back on the way. No, but I just, I stay ready, bro. I stay ready, man. But yeah, so they fucking took my shit, bro. I was hella mad, bro. I wasn't even mad about I was grateful that was it, and they didn't try to do more, because and the whole reason they fucked with me, bro, keeping it 100 is my criminal record. He ran my name and was like, oh, this boy, you know what I'm saying? This man,
but they just pulled you, they haven't had no reason to.
Expired reg.
That's why they pulled me. They couldn't, I thought they
search?
couldn't. No, I think that's against the law now. They can't pull you over for expired registration.
Yeah, hell yeah. You ain't supposed to drive with expired registration.
Yeah, but they said that's not good enough to pull over or search.
Maybe not. Probably not search. It's not legal. I looked it up today. Actually, you're right. They can pull you over for it, but it's not legal. It's not probable cause to search. I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you. I told him to search because he was talking about bringing the dog out. Yeah. Okay. We don't need to talk about what the dog looks for, but I had it on me, okay? So I was like, don't bring the dog out. I was like, I got weed in the trunk. If you want me to pop the trunk, you can. Yeah. I was happy when he took that, and that was it. Yeah. I was like, oh, yeah, for sure. Take all you want. Take the whole backpack. I don't give a, as long as you don't bring that dog, I'm smooth. But, bro, they had 6 cops on me. I was with my boy Bird out of South City. My boy Bird was with me, bro. We was out on the sidewalk, bro. There was 6 cops on us, bro. 5 squad cars. The sergeant drove up.
They had a fucking hard on, man.
Bruh, hard on, bro. Yeah, and they was just. Shit, but I got mouthpiece, bro. So I really just talked them up. You feel me? Like and de-escalated it. You know what I mean? And just fucking. I had them feeling real comfortable. Like I got nothing to hide. Mm-hmm. You got no reason to bring the dog. I got nothing to hide, bro. I told you I got the weed. I'm over here talking about sneakers and shit, bro. Like I was chopping it up.
Yeah, well, they saw the weed and they saw that much weed. They're like, oh, got him.
Yeah,
type of thing, like which is take this.
And bro, I really think because the cop was kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie, bro. The cops were cool. Yeah, like they were laughing and like having a good time, gaming me up on certain things too. Yeah, they were like, bro, we just came up, man. We have a party tonight in the break room. With like, evidence room getting high. But nah, I think he really just gave me the ticket because they had a rookie. It was his first day, trainee. So I think they were like, oh, we got to show him how to actually do his job.
Yeah, that's probably what it was,
You know what I mean? Because I almost guarantee if he wasn't there, they would have been like, oh, it's cool, man. Like, it's just some weed, bro. Like, it's 2025, bro. It's everywhere. But I think that's really what it was, man, because I'm not the type when I get pulled over, I'm like, why you fucking with me? Like, you know what I mean? All this shit, bro. I keep it real cool, man. Keep it real cool. But
cool.
But yeah, man, as far as the potency, bro, that's really what I got going, man. Got the flower, got the the edibles, got the vapes, working on the concentrate. It's hard to find a good plug, bro. It's hard to find a good plug that has the concentrates, bro. Like, cause I've been shown some bullshit where people are just on some crazy prices. Like, how am I supposed to make any money off that? Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
what do you think? Is that just because of the way how it's made?
What do you mean?
Like, why is it such a hard? I mean, you would think with just weed itself, everything should be a little, everybody's trying to get into the game.
I'll keep it real. I'm not looking to grab super weight. I don't really have I'm the type of dude, like, I don't have a certain a market for the concentrates yet. Okay. I don't get hit up that much about it because I don't got it. I know a few people that fuck with it, so I'm the type of dude, like, I'm going to go grab some and then tap into the market. And go find where I can get it off at and tap in with people like, hey, I got this now. But I'm not going to go grab a fucking pound or a whole 4 ounces of some concentrate for me to then go tell people I got it and sit on it forever. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I'll grab a zip, maybe 2 zips or something, you feel me? Like, I'll bust it down or something, but no one wants to sell smaller weight. It's hard to find somebody. I'm looking for, like, that small batch maker.
Yeah, they want big stuff.
But these guys are doing, distro shit, bro, where they're selling pounds of it, QPs of it. And I'm like, that's cool. Like, I could buy that. but I'm gonna sit on it forever, bro. That's not you know what I mean? And it's like one flavor. Yeah. I got 4 zips of one flavor, bro. Like I said, I'm known for having variety, so I'm over here like, well, can I get 4 zips of one flavor each? Yeah. And they're like, nah, we might as well just sell you a zip. And we're not trying to do that. It's like, damn, bro.
So it's just searching and finding. I mean, there is one there. I'm
supposed to grab some tonight, so that shit might be on the menu tomorrow. You feel me? But I'm just trying to find the right shit. You know what I mean? Because I also like to stay consistent. Like my shit's potency. I can't bring nothing but the potent shit. You know? So I'm picky, bro. When I go look at shit, bro. Like I turn down shit all the time. Like I said, I've been looking at shit, and these are people that small batch shit. They'll bring me some stuff, and I'm like, I see why it's so cheap, or like, you know what I mean? Like I see why you was trying to give me a good deal because you probably can't even get it off. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm looking for that fire, man. So if anybody wants to watching, listening, I need that rosin. You feel me? That fire shit. I want it to smell like a pack full of tree just got opened when you open the jar. You know what I mean? Like I need that gas, bro. But I'm not looking for weight. That's the thing. I'm just trying to grab it. A little bit, branch out.
Yeah, try to figure it out. Yeah, try to work
get into the market.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then once it starts boom, like I started with a pound of weed, bro, that was getting fronted to me when I started back up my brand. When I started with the golden ticket bags.
Yeah.
Where I had a partner of mine, he fronted me a pack, and I was like, let me see if I can get back into it, bro. You know what I mean?
And sure enough.
Boom. I'm not gonna say what I'm grabbing now, but it definitely ain't a fronted pack no more. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like
that's dope,
so
man.
Yeah, but that's what I did. I went, I grabbed the pack. Started branching. Hey, I'm back to it. Let me know what you need. Da 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 da. Yeah. And then I started asking around, like, hey, would you fuck with edibles? Oh yeah, okay. Let me go grab some edibles. Boom. And then you post shit on this social media. Word of mouth is great. I'll be telling people referral program goes a long way with me. Yeah. Referral program, I love it. Tell them about me. Save some money.
Yeah, there you go. You heard him. So what's your IG again?
Potent.c.415.
There you go.
That's
you go.
Him,
tap
man.
in.
You come grab something. First time purchase, I always do a discount. Referrals, I always give a discount to whoever referred. You know what I'm saying? I got people that, a certain price that I originally charged, I'll knock $20 off, and that's now your permanent price because you sent me so many people.
That's dope.
You know what I mean? Dope. So like I got shit like that.
Make it right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm all about showing love. You know what I mean? You show me love, I'll show you love. You know what I mean? And love for me is in the pockets. Show me some love in the pockets.
That's dope.
Yeah,
but but that's not the only thing you do, right?
Nah. I like to people say I'm a man of many hats. I'm an ace of many suits. Okay. I'm an ace of many suits. You feel me? You got the spade, the heart, the club, the diamond. You feel me? I got many things going on, man. You already know I got the photography.
Yeah,
photography. I was over here for the Aunt Des video shoot for Young Cuddy and Hoodwink. I've been through some shit like Mike said with Mike. You feel me? Los Racas. I do my photography thing, bro. Shooting with the Sony. I do a lot of. I'm known for it's AP Visions with a Z at the end. APVISIONZ. You'll see Felix the cat with the camera. I'm known for doing like lowriders, muscle cars, models. A mixture of both, the models in the whips, you know what I'm saying? That's what I specialize. I guess you could say specialize in, but that's what I'm most known for. But I've been trying to branch out with the artists. That's why I came through to the music video shoot. Right. My partner Nitty Bang out of the Point, Hunter's Point. He wants to get some shit going. Me shooting for him, you feel me? Like I'm just trying to branch out a little bit and do some more stuff. You know what I mean?
How long have you been doing that for?
Man, so I started. Same time I did the potency, 2018, actually 2018. Man, I started out with my cell phone. I was shooting with a Samsung S9 Plus, just snapping flicks because I was going to car shows a lot. Yeah. With at the time was my lady, my ex now, and her son. You feel me? We were just out and about having a good time, but I was snapping flicks and I was posting them up. And people were like, damn, bro, you got a good eye, bro. And they thought I was shooting with a professional camera. Yeah. They were like, you got a good eye, dude. Like, those look great. You should do something with that. I was like, bing, fucking light bulb, you know what I mean? I was like, let's check it out. Let's try it out. And you see how they skip me like that? That's crazy.
No, man, we better get into that. I want to get into that.
Yeah, we can get into that. So I was. People were like, "Oh, you got a good eye, man. You should maybe do something with that." And I was like, "You know what? Let me see what's up with it." I did a photo. I put on Instagram. I was like, "Hey, photo shoot. under the bridge. This was back when the pier wasn't all closed off. You feel me? I was like, come meet me under pier. What is that? Pier 31.
Yeah.
Fucking Red's Java. That's what everybody. Red's Java house. Pull up to Red's. You feel me? So I was like, pull up to Red's. Let's do a photo shoot. I had like 6 cars that pulled up, and they see me with my cell phone. And this one woman, she goes, "Where's your camera?" I said, "You looking at it, baby?" You know what I mean? I started doing it, bro, and that was my first little photo shoot, bro. And I had people buying posters of those photos,
Damn,
bro.
okay.
Buying posters of it, bro, blown up like 2 feet by 3 feet type shit, bro. Hanging them up on the wall.
Buying it from
and
you,
it was
bro.
because it was good quality photo. The camera I had was a really good camera where you could blow it up and it's not blurred out. You know what I mean? It's not.
It doesn't pixelate.
Exactly, bro. It kept the quality, so that's how it started, bro. And then again, I went away for a little bit. Came back and was like, what am I going to get into? You feel me? I can't get a job. You feel me? Like,
yeah.
You know, I was like, what am I going to get into? So I picked the camera back up, man, and I was like, let me see what I can do with this thing. You feel me? Because I was trying to stay away from the kind of the illegal shit. You know what I'm saying? I was keeping a low profile, especially being on parole, bro. So I was like, let me pick up this fucking camera and go see what I can do with that, bro. So I hit the scene hard with that shit, bro. And was just hitting, like, you know, I got all my partners, you know, they got cars, low riders, muscle cars and shit. So I was like, let me know where the events are. I'm going to pull up. Pulled up, started shooting. Went and bought me a Sony Alpha A7 III, you know what I'm saying, and started shooting with that. Got me a couple little lenses and shit. Shout out to my boy Zestways out of Oakland, man. He put me on with the camera for the low. The lens, the lens.
Oh, yeah, because those run a couple thousand.
Bro, my setup's like a $3,500 setup, bro. I paid about a band for it total, bro. I got the lens for like $500. It's like $1,000, $1,200 lens. My boy, who works at a hotel, somebody sent the camera, the body of the camera, sent it to the hotel, wrong address. Or I forget what the story was, bro. They sent it to the hotel. Oh, but it wasn't for anybody there. Like, they wrote the wrong address. They wrote the address to the hotel, but it wasn't for anybody there. So they held it for 30 days.
Damn.
No one claimed it. He knows what he was one of my customers, bro. And he was like, hey, bro, I know you be shooting. He was like, I'll do a trade. You feel me? So I was like, what do you want? He was like, give me 2 zones of tree. I was like, what?
Just the body's like more than 2 racks.
The body, when it was new, when I got it, was 2 bands for the body.
Yeah.
Just for the body.
And then, like I said, I got like the body of the camera?
The A7 III.
The square part that you hold and
okay, so
the shutter, that's the body.
So they sell that separate?
Separate.
Yeah, and then
they sell
lenses,
kits with
they give you a lens, but it's a stock lens.
That's if you get the kit. So the one I got wasn't even the kit; it was just the body.
Just the body's like
just the body's 2 bands, and they got kits for like $2,500 where you have a lens and you know what I mean, a little strap for your, you know what I'm saying, and shit, fucking, so you could just buy the shit and get out there and go.
Hey, but let me just pause on that. That's inspiring for everybody that's listening, man. He started because AP, I'm assuming, is Ace Paid Vision.
So that's how it kind of started, but I got creative with it. AP is for artistic perspective.
Oh,
so that goes in good,
that's
bro.
How
because
I look at everything I look at before I shoot, I'm looking at an artistic perspective. I'm like, can I tilt the camera a little bit? You feel me? Like certain zooms, like I'm not just snapping and that's it.
It's not the machine, it's the user. Y'all.
I always say it ain't the camera, it's the shooter, man.
Yeah, and I want everybody, because sometimes you're out there and you're like waiting. I don't have the right camera. I can't start.
I was on a cell phone,
bro. On a cell phone, doing a photo shoot with
a photo shoot with a cell phone. They was like, "Is this guy serious?" And shout out Frisco's Finest. So I want to shout them out, bro. That was my real first photo shoot. It wasn't a scheduled photo shoot. The other one I was talking about was like a scheduled photo shoot. Frisco's Finest, man. I was at Red Java in my Mustang with the homies. Like just got done swinging, bro. Yeah. We were smoking, chilling, and Frisco's Finest pulled up about 5 of them. Javi for sure was there. Shout out to Javi, man. He got the 60 Impala. I was like, I didn't know them really at the time. I knew a couple of them and whatnot, but I walked up and I was like, hey, you guys mind if I snap some flicks? And they were like, no, it's good. And I was like, do you guys mind if you kind of move them over here a little bit for a better backdrop with the Bay Bridge and shit, you feel me? And they were like, oh, it's all good. They kind of set it all up, bro. I did a photo shoot with all 4 of them. Then I did solo photo shoots and did the whole shit. But that was my first taste of doing like a photo shoot instead of just walking around a car show and snapping pics. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about really getting angles and getting the backdrop and getting. Because you're at a car show, you got people in the background. You got the bathroom is in the background. You feel me? Like porta potty and shit.
Yeah.
So this was like you gotta move around to get that nice backdrop and shit, bro. You know what I mean? I took pictures of them with the cars, pose, do this. You know what I mean? So that was like my first taste of really getting, and that's what sparked it for me. That's when I was like, bro, I need to get a camera. I need to do my shit. But shout out to Frisco's Finest, Lowrider Club, man. They've been around since way back, but that's what really sparked my shit.
Well, right there, you said a lot of gems. It's like I want to focus on those gems. You said you had to line up the picture because a lot of people don't understand. Like, you have to have an eye for this shit. It doesn't matter.
That's
like you
vision.
said. Yeah, exactly. The vision is everything. There's people that use old school right now. There's a big trend. Yeah, film.
Film going crazy.
Film is going crazy right now, and it's like technically not as good quality and but bro, like some of these pictures when you frame it right, when you have the right shot,
it's amazing,
bro.
Amazing. And it's the 90s are back right now, bro.
Yeah,
and it takes you back to 90s Fujifilm.
Yeah,
Kodak.
Yeah, and so I think what you said was lining up the shot, but another thing is, especially when you're dealing with people, it's like, stand here. Like, sometimes you just, as a photographer, I've dealt with other photographers that are just taking the pictures.
Just snapping.
Yeah, snapping.
They expect you to know what to do.
Yeah, and then you have to go through
I'm not a model.
Yeah, 1,000 pictures,
you gotta
3,000 pictures that are just like bullshit, and like 10 of them. But when you have that vision, it's like you almost shoot to edit. You already know that every shot is going to be fire, or close enough to fire.
Well, so I do a fast shutter speed. I'm rapid firing, bro. And I'll go through, out of 100 photos, I might get 2 good ones.
Yeah.
But those are going to hit because it was the right time that it snapped.
Yeah. Because you never know. They could be blinking. You got to
move an arm.
Yep.
A fucking piece of garbage blows by because of the wind. So I'm just and then I'll go search through all that shit. And that's another thing too, real quick. I'll let you keep talking about these gems. I want you to keep talking about that. Another thing though people don't recognize is when a photographer charges for a photo shoot, we're not just charging for, hey, I had to come out and shoot. It takes time to even just pick the just to pick the picture to edit. Then we got to spend time to edit. Some pictures are a 10-minute edit. So I've spent an hour or more on pictures to edit shit. I'm talking Photoshop. I had a model who her fingernail had broken.
Yeah.
So she was like, "Can you?" I chopped off one finger and put it right there, and I was like, "Bow! Now you got 5 fingers again." You know what I mean? Like, but then you got to blend it in. You got, you know what I'm saying? But that's what we charge for. It's not, and equipment ain't free.
Yep.
I had to go, even though I got a deal, I still had to spend dough on my equipment.
No, that's that setup easily 4 bands for that setup that you have, and I feel like a lot of people don't understand, like, that are receiving the service. It's like they just think like, just do this, do that. They don't understand. It's like you got to go through thousands of pictures, not just the pictures, but you got to have hard drives. You got to the load time, bro. Sometimes even when
just to transfer this shit over,
bro. Like when I do a podcast, it takes like 6 hours for me to send the podcast because it's like big files. And just transferring the shit. It's like, bro, like people don't understand how much, but bro, like you're doing all of it. Like you're pretty much styling the photo. You're setting up the location. All of that shit is shit that like directors do, bro. So
and like it gets taken for granted.
It does, bro.
It's misunderstood. People don't realize it.
Yeah. Now people need to know, like, bro, like what comes when you book AP Visions, bro, because it's not gonna, like, I've worked with a lot of photographers. It's not because you're my bro, but bro, like, it's a headache, and the reality is I have to be the creative one for the photographer. Nah, bro, I don't like that aesthetic. They don't know what they're thinking, and they have a dope camera, but they don't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
And so you have to have a vision. Like, it's not about the camera, bro. Like, even though it helps.
No, for sure. The lens in the camera helps.
It helps, but
you can shoot bullshit with a good camera.
They've shot movies on the iPhone. Or on phones. Like, fucking movies that won Sundance Movie Awards, Music Awards, all of that shit,
Sitting out there with a gimbal and an iPhone.
That's it. And then now they have, like, I seen this thing that they have lenses for the iPhone. Like this little lenses that you attach, bro, that it makes it even more fire. But, bro, like, these are things that I feel that they need to know, that you don't just stick to one thing. You have to immerse yourself with every aspect of that one thing, which is like if you want to be a photographer, you got to know about lighting, you have to know about color correcting, you have to know about all of like the Photoshop. You know, a lot of photographers don't want to.
I don't even Photoshop either. I really don't, bro. I'm Adobe Lightroom. I just play with colors, and I play with the light.
Yeah.
The lighting.
Yeah.
I like to keep it as natural as possible, bro.
As you should.
Yeah.
You know?
But you're still editing to the point where
you have to put a fingernail on it.
Yeah, you would be doing either Photoshop or.
Oh, no, I spend time doing it. I've turned day into night.
Yeah.
I did a Dia de los Muertos shoot one time, bro. Middle of the day at a cemetery. And I turned it into a nighttime shot.
Damn.
I had to edit all the lighting, bro. Add shadows here, do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I had photographers. My boy Tone. You feel me? He was like, bro, I wish I could turn day into night. You know what I mean? Just being funny, bro. But it's like, it takes time, bro. And,
well, it's I mean, the biggest gem here is that you're a creator, right? And then with being a creator doesn't mean that you have one medium. It's you create in everything that you do. And you said it's your perspective of how you see the world. I mean, you can do the same thing with cooking, right?
Yeah.
And that's the thing
like you could cook a chicken, but then you can decorate that motherfucker.
Or even the flavor, right? What type of flavoring that you add?
Different seasonings, bro.
But you're taught in this society that you have to go seek that, and most of the time you already have it in you. No matter what, as a human being, you're a creator. But because you're told that, you haven't got professional training, or you haven't gone through the skill set, or all these different things that they like to put in front of you for you to doubt yourself that you are not, because
you limit yourself.
When when it's raw, it's gonna be raw. I mean, it don't matter how you execute it, it's how you express it, right? So that's you're a good example of that everything that you're doing is working, not because it's good luck, it's because you're seeing the world through your lens, which it's working for you, and you believe in yourself. So that's another thing, confidence, and so it's but it's you are a prime example
about that the other day, bro. I was like, bro, you gotta have confidence. Don't doubt you. We was in the barbershop.
Yeah.
I was like, I forget what we were talking about though, but I was teaching about confidence. I was like, he was like, what's because he's 8. One of them is 8. You feel me? He was like, what's confidence? So I was trying to teach him, because there was a sign at the barbershop that said inhale confidence.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I was like, but now first I had to teach him what inhale means. You know what I mean? But I was like, bro, you got to inhale that confidence. So I was teaching about what confidence is and what the opposite is. And he's like, well, what's the opposite? And I said, doubt. I was like, you can't doubt yourself. I was like, you think you're handsome? And he was like, no. And I was like, you're doubting yourself, bro. I was like, you're a very handsome man right now, bro. I was like, you got to have that confidence. You got to go out knowing that you're handsome, bro. I was like, don't be cocky, though. Don't try to throw it in people's faces, but just know that you're not ugly. Know that you are a beautiful person inside and out. You know what I'm saying? I was like, be confident. And he carries himself confidently. I just don't think he knew what the word meant. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, keep that. You got to have that confidence. Don't doubt yourself, bro. If somebody tells you that you can't do it, keep confidence and say, you know what? I think I can.
Yo, that's big for an 8-year-old. Especially when they're trying to find their position in this world. How many kids do you have? How many? Well, you have 2, right?
Kind of, yeah. We could talk about that. So I got my 12-year-old man, Jaden. He I don't have biological children. Okay. You feel me? I've always been, Uncle Ace. For some reason, I'm attracted to the single women, single mothers. I mean, the single mothers. So I've had many, like, you feel me, the step kids, bro. I'm Papa Ace and shit. You feel me? But now, a friend of mine, I was living with somebody. I was just renting a room from somebody, and her nephew, Jaden, would be over at the house all the time. You know what I'm saying? And he's got the stereotypical kind of deadbeat dad. He ain't never been around. Lived in the same town and just wasn't a part of his life, bro. Yeah. He's seen him maybe twice in his life, and the last time was when he was 4.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So, but, he was at the house all the time, man, and, didn't really have, like, the best father figure at all, really at all. Not even the best, but he didn't have one at all, really. But he was asking me at times, he'd be like, hey, can you, we'd go on walks, just to get a little exercise, bro, chop it up. You know what I mean? He was 8 at the time. You feel me? And his little brother was, 4? You know what I mean? So we'd all go on walks, bro, ride little bikes and whatever, you feel me? Like, he'd be like, can you teach me baseball? Can you teach me football? Later on in the years, like, I taught him how to, we had to change the battery in my car. I handed him the wrench. Okay. I was like, bro, change this battery out, you feel me? Like, taught him how to change the battery. Man. We changed the oil. couple times.
Okay, yeah,
you know
that's
what I mean?
good.
Like
That's
just teaching
good,
them
man.
shit like the
Yeah.
shit my dad didn't teach me. My dad wasn't really around.
He's lucky.
Yeah.
He's lucky.
You know what I mean?
bro.
Like I had to YouTube how to change some fucking oil. You feel me? Like, so no, I was teaching them, teach them stuff like that. Teaching them about driving. Cause I'm a driver, bro.
Yeah.
Not just swinging shit. Like I'm on the freeway, bro. I'm a driver, dog. Like I take pride in my skill, bro. I know how to drive. I be seeing people trying to cut it up, and I'm like, "Oh, you thought you was a driver?" Till I put, bro, I'm in a bucket. So I'm in a 2000 Lexus, bro, bucket, and these motherfuckers in new cars, hella power, trying to. I'm like, "Let me show you."
No, they're Tesla.
Let me show you how to do this shit, bro. And I'm gone, and I'm looking in the rear view. I can't even see them no more. But I be, with the kids, I be teaching them how to drive skillfully and shit. You know what I mean? Instead of, defensive driving, just all kinds of stuff
That's good, bro.
you would really that you need to learn, bro. Every boy needs a father, bro.
Mm-hmm.
There's only so much that a mom can do. You know what I'm saying? I was raised by my mom. You feel me? And I kind of got my I had OGs. You know what I mean? Growing up, like uncle figures and just older kids in my area that I would hang out with that taught me shit.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Some of them taught me bad. A lot of them taught me good.
Yep.
And I had to go experience it myself. But I'm trying to teach them. How to kind of live through my experiences, Let me teach you what I did wrong and prevent you from doing it. You know what I mean? Because they know where I've been. They know I've been to prison. They know I've been to jail. They know about all the shit, bro. So I be trying to teach them like this is how you stay out of that situation. You feel me? Like, and everything we do is a lesson, bro. Everything we do, every day that we kick it, bro, I turn shit into lessons. But yeah, so I get back to what I was saying, man. I was living in Hayward for a few years. And that's where they were at. He's out of EPA, but his auntie was living in Hayward, so they was there all the time, and he was constantly, kicking it with me, learning from me and shit.
Yeah, learning from you. Yeah.
So he got cancer, and he's been battling that. This is the third time that it's come back. Hodgkin's lymphoma.
And he's 12.
He's 12. Yeah, he just turned 12
man.
January 6th. So I just been in his life. You feel me? And again, we can get into my health issues that I was going through in a minute, but I was missing a lot of time with him, you feel me? Because of that shit. So I had to kind of make some lifestyle changes, you feel me? And bro, I'm at every doctor's appointment. You know what I mean? Like he's got any questions about anything, he hits me up. I take him to the I take him to the car shows. I got him into lowriders. He had never seen a lowrider, but I took him. He fell in love with the lowriders, bro. Introduced him to some models and shit. Nice. So he loves doing that now. Now he's got all, he's all decked out on lowrider stuff, bro.
Dope,
he loves the cars and shit. He likes, muscle cars. He likes the donks. I got him into the whips and shit, bro. But just kind of doing that father figure stuff. Like I said, I grew up without my father really being around. You feel me? So we went to Scandia the other day. I don't know if you know what that is.
Yeah,
like,
down over
like
there
boomers
by
and shit.
Fairfield.
Had a blast.
Yeah,
bro.
That's a spot, bro. That's a spot.
So just doing that kind of that fatherly shit, man. And I've never had a son. I don't have any biological kids, and I've always wanted to. I just wasn't in the books for me. I guess wasn't written in the stars. You feel me? But what I look at it, bro, is this God placed us together.
Yep.
He never had the father figure. I never had the child. We kind of needed that in our lives. You feel me? So we provide that for each other.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because I had gotten kicked out of a spot I was living at, and that's how I ended up living with his auntie. So I was mad as fuck at the time. I was like, "Oh, this motherfucker kicked me out." Da 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 da. Now I'm thankful. It was meant to be, bro. And I'm glad I got kicked out for the bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, because it put me right there.
Yep.
Well, they say it takes a village to raise a child.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's why when I get it, a lot of people say my father was involved, but if you had other, even if it was bad or good, other figures, whether it's female or male, I mean, it's that's the security that we have when it comes to a human, that we're always going to have another human that could take care of us as much as your biological parents, and sometimes even more.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
because there's this weird thing when it's blood related, some people think you have control over these individuals because you're like, I'm the mother, I'm the father, and then you end up doing more harm than you do. So again, it's like them, both of them, that it's you're providing that to them, that is, yes, the father figure, but it's also that human instinct of there's always going to be someone to take care of. I mean, of course you have some kids that do go through it And that's pretty tough.
Yeah, not every kid is blessed to have that.
Yeah,
you feel me?
man, and that's very important. So I didn't mean to cut you off there. I just
no, it's good. No, you good. Yeah.
But
to touch up on something you said, I got it tattooed on me, bro. It says, "Family isn't blood, it's bond."
Yep.
I've had that tatted on me since I was like 20 years old. I got a matching tattoo with my sister from another mister. You feel me? She ain't my blood sister, but that's my sister. I'll kill for her. I'll die for her. You feel me? Shout out Vero out of Burlingame.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so we got that tatted, bro, and I live by that, bro. I live by that because I got plenty of family that don't talk to me, because they got their own shit going on, you feel me? But real family taps in, you feel me? Real family's going to be there, you know what I'm saying? So it's like family isn't blood, it's bond, you know what I'm saying? So, but that's what that is. That comes, same shit. We had a strong bond. That's my family. That's my son. Everywhere we go, I'm introduced to the doctors as his dad. You know what I mean? His mom it's a joke between us, but she calls me baby daddy. You know what I mean? She's like, oh, that's my baby daddy. You know what I'm saying? Like all this shit, bro. You feel me? But
Pepe also has a similar situation.
Yeah,
he has
that's what's up.
He has from a relationship, son, not his real son, but he takes care of him as like his son because it's that same thing, right? He didn't have a father, and
that's
so
dope.
so
that's
he stepped
dope.
in.
Shout out to Pepe.
So that's good to hear. This is still happening, but a lot of people don't talk about it. They don't it's something that is common, and it has to be common because we need to look up after for our youth. If we don't do it, we don't have the same OGs like we did back in the day.
No,
unfortunately, like a lot of the OGs now are just doing. He's just caught up with the whole social media platform. Now they're trying to do the same thing that the youngsters are trying to do. So you're not really peeping out game like you would, like how we were growing up.
Yeah. Nah, Mr. Fab the other day posted something. He said there's a lot of old YNs.
Yeah.
There's a lot of old YNs, bro. Like all these old dudes just trying to act like the young cats. You feel me? Like,
man.
It's crazy, bro, and it's hilarious, but it's true. It's true. But yeah, and then he's got his little half brother.
Yeah.
His dad is heavily in his life though. Him and the mom, they do week on, week off.
Okay.
But when it's dad's week off, I'll be teaching them what I can, bro. We go to the barber shop every 2 weeks. You feel me? We all get, so the younger brother doesn't get cut up. That's his. I let it. That's his dad's time with him. You feel me? Like you get your cut with your son. You feel me? But he goes with us to the barber shop. You know what I mean? The barber shop. Everybody knows him at the barber shop. They're in there wrestling and fight. You probably seen my Instagram the other day. They in there wrestling and fighting in the barber shop and shit. You feel me? So, but that's our boys' day out. You know what I mean? We go when we went to Scandia, that was for the younger one. He's 8. That was for his birthday. You know what I mean? So when they're all together, bro, I go. I'm playing that. I'm doing that role, bro. You feel me?
It's gonna help a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
When they get older, I mean, it's so important to especially for a male. I mean, female too, but male is like we're so misdirected because we're expected to know. Even when you don't have any role models, you're expected to be a certain
know how to
way.
be a man.
Yeah, and it's like, it's tough being a man.
You gotta be taught that. You gotta learn that because there's a lot of people that are raised by women, and nothing against it, but some of them end up very feminine, very soft, and that can get you hurt in this world being the soft man. You know what I mean? This world wasn't built. It was you gotta have a certain strength. You feel me? Just buck up. You know what I mean? Like buck up and fucking and. Like I said, nothing against the soft men.
No, it is what it
but
is,
it definitely leaves you a little more vulnerable. I feel like you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to make sure that he doesn't get what's the word? Deprived of that kind of masculinity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because later on, like they say. There's going to be some real bullies that are going to come and smash your shit because you're too busy being... I mean, I get it. You want to be respectful of people's choices and the way they want to live their lives, but it's like you said, there's a reason why the lion is the king of the jungle, and and you can use that metaphor for everything. You're going to have one that's going to come in and take over shit and just bully people into positions because you're allowing that because you don't have that exercise. It's a common thing. It's like you can't separate it from the animal kingdom has it, but we're not too far from that. I'm not saying that's what we are, but it's I mean you have a lot of reason the way you're talking because it is true. Especially when you don't have a father figure, you have to make sure that these kids grow up, and because then they're gonna have to teach the same thing to the youth, that the ones that are getting raised in those type of environments, you know. And people forget about that. They're like, oh yeah, they're not. No, kids are still being raised in these hostile environments, and that's the only way they can actually get out of them you know, situations that either you have to man up or, you know, take an ass beating.
Exactly.
You know,
bro.
it's one, you know, one or the other. So, but yeah, it's good, bro. I mean, you know, that you're being there for them and giving that support, because again, it's very important for kids to have that type of structure.
And I just want to say, anybody watching right now, listening, we appreciate all prayers for Jaden, man. Like I said, he's battling cancer again. 3rd time it's came back. We're hoping 3rd time's a charm. Let's get rid of this shit. He's actually reacting very well to the chemo. Minimal side effects, you know what I'm saying? So it's good signs, you feel me? But all prayers for Jaden is appreciated, man. We're trying to beat this thing and kick cancer's ass, you feel me? For the 3rd and final time.
Yeah, that's tough. Yeah,
3rd and final time, man.
Yeah. Well, yeah, man, that's tough. I couldn't put myself in the parent's position or the mom, you know, or even your position. Just seeing
her, man,
that,
you know,
man,
that she's been around since day one, obviously, so it hits different, you know what I'm saying? It hits me hard, you know what I'm saying? But because I got super love for him, like he's my son, bro. I got that fatherly love for him, but especially for her, man. You know, she's, especially being, you know, she's a single mom, you feel me? Like she don't got she's doing this shit by herself, you feel me? Like I provide, I do what I do, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, she's the one at the house with them all the time. Emotional support all the time. Like we talk every day, but I don't live with them. So it's different. You feel me? Like she's there. At all times.
Sees it all.
Sees it all.
Yeah, I mean,
that's her baby, bro. She, like I said, I've been with him for about 4 years now, but she's been with him 12. So, you know, it's tough for her, man. But she's fucking dope for, you know, she's dope. She's dope for making sure that he's taken care of, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's dope, bro. My pops left at 13, so you're doing more than my pops ever did for me, you know what I mean? And that I always was in search of, so I was, even when I was in the streets, the OGs, they used to tell me, bro, like, you know, you wild, like, yeah, we need you to put in, these are 2 strikers on the street, so they need them young bulls to put in that work. So, but then I would be putting in work, and they would be like, but then they would see me with drumsticks and a keyboard, you know, going to band practice, and they're like, "Hey, young blood, like you gotta leave this shit, bro, because the hyenas you're around, they're gonna get you, bro.
Yeah.
Like bro, like
with
this
different
is your
drumsticks. And
yeah,
shit.
bro, and then, but that always stood out to me, because I'm like, bro, I just put in work for this nigga, and he's telling me like, bro, you gotta leave this shit. So there's always gonna be people in your life that are gonna advise you. And I never had that from my father. I've always had that with my brothers. You know what I mean? And that's why for me, even with my family, I don't speak to. I'm like the black sheep of my family.
Me too,
I'm like, you know, I'm on my own, and my family lives close to me, but I haven't talked to them in like 8 years. But what BQM and everybody I get to work with has become like my brothers, bro. Like literally, like thicker than blood, bro. For real.
Yeah.
And I think that the impact that you're having on your kids, bro, is amazing to see, because it's not the blood, bro. It's the bond. It's the bond and the communication. Yeah. And a lot of fathers that have their kid, they don't even talk to their kids. They don't even go and experience that whole barbershop like talk and that whole experience. Like they don't have that. They're like, okay, I'll let grandma or I'll let somebody else take them. I'll say hi and then I'm out, you know.
Yeah.
But to be able to connect, I think, is a beautiful thing, and you don't know how much it means to them. Like it means a lot to you, and then to the mom, but to them, it's like, bro, like. This is gonna have a lasting effect.
Yeah, they might not even realize. I feel like they don't even realize it right now. But when he gets older and look in hindsight, he's gonna be like, "Damn, bro, like I had it. I had." You feel me? And they're gonna appreciate that later. Because right now, I mean, I know he appreciates it now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's gonna hit later. It's gonna hit harder later.
Bro, when my son was 8, 4, I was always in there, and I always thought, like, is he gonna remember this? He's 16 now?
Yeah.
And he wants to do what I'm doing. He's going to school for it. He's gonna be a senior next year. But he talks about those little moments that I used to think, like, man, does he even remember all this hard work? All of this?
Jaden's always bringing stuff. We'll be driving somewhere. He'll be like, remember when you brought me over here? And remember when we did? And I'm like, damn, I didn't remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Like they hold that.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah, that's dope, bro. Keep it going, and we will be praying for what's his name?
Jaden, man. Pray for Jaden, man.
For sure, we
Fuck
pray
cancer,
for healing,
you
man.
feel me?
For real.
Hell yeah, I appreciate that. But yeah, man.
Cool.
You got kids, Easy?
Yeah. I have 2 boys.
2 boys.
Yeah,
Right.
they're young adults now. The oldest is 27, and the youngest is 23.
How old are you?
44. I just turned 44.
27, boy.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, okay.
But
okay.
I had yeah, man.
Those are your homies, dog. You ain't got kids, you got homies.
Yeah, I know. You smoke weed or not with me or anything.
Yeah,
but, yeah, it's been tough.
Tell them to hit my line, man.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been tough with them.
Cool though, man.
I had a different. I mean, my upbringing, I did have a father, but he was an alcoholic, but he was like a troublemaker. He's like, I learned nothing but the bad shit from him. But they were still good. I could tell he was good-hearted. It's just that he was just a rebel. He didn't give a fuck type of thing, and so he ended up passing away just from having a fast life. So like I said, yeah, there was OGs and everything that also kind of guided me, but again, it's like one of those things you never know what you get, right? It's that egg that you once you open that egg up, you don't know what you're gonna get. But I always thought to myself, what I was doing, wasn't where I was supposed to be at, because I know I had a lot of talent. What kind of talent? I didn't know. I knew I could draw. I was an artist, but I didn't know the true potential of what I could do. But I was leading the same thing, like my father, getting into trouble and just doing bad shit, right? Gangs and all that shit. But then my son came at 15. My ex, she actually was older. She was 19 at the time. I was 15, and
don't say her name, bro. She's gonna get in trouble.
I know, right? Shit. I was throwing with that. It's like you knew what you're doing now. But so he came along and it was cool. But the thing is that you gotta be careful who you have babies with. That's one lesson that I've learned, that, and I don't have different baby mamas. I only have one because of the last one. I was like, no, this is crazy. So I had to fight her so much to get this image away from my sons, thinking that I'm not, because she always tried. So I was always there. I was the one going to school with them, and I mean, I was even getting awards from school because I was so engaged.
Father of the year.
And all this shit. But she always kept trying to put other dudes in the way. So that kind of fucked with them, right? Because they're saying, she's telling them, because she's just pure evil. She's just a evil person, she's just
don't tell me that this is gonna be your new dad type of shit.
Yeah,
for real.
That's the kind of shit she was doing. But I was always there, always fighting it. Like, nah, these are my kids. I'm not gonna let that happen. So now, as I got older, they, it's not the type of relationship I would have want with them, But I did my job, I did my part, and it's like, as long as you guys are good to the society, that's really what counts. Anything after that, like, if you guys want to do what you want to do, and you want to have that type of respect, and it's cool. You're not gonna slow me down, because I know who I am and where I'm going, and whether you guys are my kids or not, if you guys don't respect that and don't acknowledge that, and don't acknowledge what I've done for you guys, all the sacrifices that I've done, then I don't have a good relationship with my mother too. So it's like, I was like, you see where I am with my mom's. It's like, I could easily just, it hurts, but it's one of those things. I'm not gonna allow my own kids view me in a certain way, especially as they get older. Because my oldest already tried a few times trying to pump his chest and all this shit, and it's like, I'm just won't tolerate it. I won't tolerate it, because this is not the type of impact I want on you, or the memories that I want to have about you. So me and him don't talk. My youngest going to school. He wants to be a lawyer. So as long as he focuses on school, it's like, just keep doing your thing with school and focus. And he actually turned out to be gay.
Okay.
So it's been hard, bro, because it's like, fuck, man, I don't come from that background, period. My father was like not homophobic, but he just,
that just wasn't acceptable back in our day.
Yeah, in our era, wasn't like. So now I'm confronted with this. I'm like, fuck, and I know where that came from. I came from her, because her family's, she was bi, her sister is lesbian, her uncle was gay.
So people pick up off of what they see.
I don't. It's interesting, to just see that whole view. But then it's like, what do you do with it? There's so many fucking times that I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I don't know how to act I don't know what to say, and I'm still trying to be a father, but then I'm trying to like not let the fucking, that thing we've been taught, like, like I don't want to see that, or I don't want to, to be honest, I'm not gonna sit there and be like, oh, it's good. No, sometimes I'm like, fuck. So it's like it's been tough, bro. My experience of children and marriage, it's just been, and even parents. It's been kind of a battle because I don't know what I should be thinking, because there's so much chaos in my life, from my mom to my father to my kids. So that's why I'm here. I keep it moving with this type of things, and then my Angelo, Hoodwink, Cuddy, Pep, and all them. That's like another form of family for me. That I'm like, this is what I know. Fortunately, it's I am a human, and this is my programming. So when I come here, it's like, not to say that my kids don't do that, because I love my kids. We still have a good time and all, but it's not the same as when I hear other people talk about it. It's like, fuck, I wish I had that. Maybe as they get older, they'll change their views, but I could tell there's a lot of like dummy down type of things sometimes when they try to talk, and they're not disrespectful about it, but it's just what they've been taught as little kids from the moms. And so again, it's like, that's what I'm saying. It's like, you never know what you get, man. When you do have the good stuff, it's like you do want to make sure that you're taking that ownership and appreciating cherishing that, because sometimes people have that, but it's so fucking hard because of the circumstances or the factors that come behind it. So yeah, man, it's been a tough one, but in the end, it's just experience. It's the human experience.
Yeah.
Right. But again, I love my boys. They're not like druggies. They're not out there doing bad shit. They're not in gangs. They're
that's good.
They're
Man.
doing their stuff. But
yeah.
So I wanted to ask you. So you so everybody out there in the digital world, you saw that we didn't pass the blunt to Ace here. It's not because
I brought the bag
share.
And didn't hit.
It's not that we're not trying to share here, but let us know why you don't smoke, if you don't mind.
Man, no, it's cool. It's cool. Some people may have heard of it. A lot of people haven't. Some people have heard of it and think it's fake. I'm here to tell y'all it's very real. It's called cannabinoid. It's a mouthful. It's a motherfucking mouthful. Cannabinoid hyperemesis syndrome. You get very, very sick from marijuana. Any THC, edibles, drinks, CBD is not even good for you. I would smoke weed, right? So you have cannabinoid receptors in your brain. That's what tells you, like, hey, you just smoked some weed. It's time to be high. So the cannabinoid receptors in my brain, because I smoked, I fried them from smoking so much. It doesn't know how to accept it. It doesn't know how to read it.
Damn.
So when I would smoke weed, I get super ill. That's the hyperemesis part. Emesis is like vomiting. Hyper, you already know. Hyper is like excessive. Yeah. So I would be excessively vomiting. 3-4 days, 5 days, just throwing up uncontrollably. The worst stomach pain I've ever felt, bro, was hooked on Percocets for the longest time, bro. Fucking
just from weed, bro.
From weed, bro. Heavy addiction, bro. I couldn't stop. I've been smoking for motherfucking 24.
But like, you smoke all day?
Bro, I was blowing like a zip a day, bro. Just rolling them up back to back to back. I mean, I was smoking with people, so I wasn't consuming a whole zip.
No, but still.
But like, bro, I was blowing, but probably half of it. Probably the half a zip a day was going into my lungs, bro. And I was just blowing like just all the time. Bro, I was in prison blowing tree. Straight up, bro, rolling it up in Bible paper, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I was addicted, bro. I was like, I couldn't function right without it, bro. So, but yeah, it just fried the cannabinoid receptors in my brain, bro, and it gets you very sick, throwing up for days on end. The most excruciating pain you'll ever experience in your stomach. Like, I'm talking a punch, a stab, and a twist over and over.
Fuck, bro.
Yeah. When you go to the hospital, they say, well, how does your stomach pain feel? A punch, a stab, and a twist. You know what I'm saying? And then pour some salsa on it. Like, I mean, this shit's burning. It's hurting. Like, this shit was not cool, bro.
That's intense, man. Sounds
but
intense.
Yeah, man. So, it got so bad. I had to get emergency surgery one time, bro. I was throwing up so much. It burned a hole through my small intestine, and it ruptured. Shit blew up. You know what I mean? And they said, when I went to the hospital, I was like, I've never felt like this. Is the worst I've ever felt. Something's wrong. They took me for a CAT scan, and they were like, boom, send him to the fucking operating room right now. And they said, bro, if you would have waited maybe 5 more minutes and maybe tried to eat or drink something, you might not have made it through tonight. Like, I could have died type shit. They said that would have poisoned my body because it would have went through my intestine into my body and poisoned my organs or something. That's what they were saying, bro. So they were like, bro, get him in there, bro. They had emergency surgery, cut me open. I got a fat scar from all of my stomach, my lower stomach right here. Stapled, they had to sew my intestine back up, bro. Stapled me back up on the stomach, bro. I was in the hospital for a little over a week recovering, and then recovering at home. Had a bag for like leakage, and then a bag for I forget, it was like a G bag and a C bag. It had a couple little names, like, but you know what I'm saying? It was like the stuff that I had to keep there because I was like leaking shit. You know what I mean? I was like leaking fluid, so I had to catch it. I had to pull that off, empty it every day. Bro, it's crazy, bro. I had that for like 3 weeks or something like that afterwards, bro. It was a recovery process, man. But all from some weed, bro. All from weed, dog. I didn't believe it. I was one of these guys that was like, okay, yeah, I heard it. I don't believe it, though. Yeah. I got something else wrong with me, bro. I don't believe it. For 12 years, bro. 12 years I was dealing with this shit, bro. Lost 50 pounds, 50, 60 pounds, bro. I'm up like 20 pounds right now from when I was stupid skinny, bro. I'm up 20 pounds back now. I quit 4.5 months ago. I ain't smoked since.
Oh, so this has been recent.
This is recent that I quit, bro, and just got my shit together, bro. So I'm saying, bro, I was missing days with the kids, bro. I lost jobs. They fucked with my relationships with people. You feel like just money. I was spending hella money on the Perkies and the fucking Norcos and the weed that I was smoking that I shouldn't have been smoking. And I was trying to sell weed at the same time. I wasn't making no money off of it. You know what I mean? Just it affected everything, bro. And I'm saying though, bro, addiction is not just. People are like, you can't be addicted to weed. Yes, you fucking can. Yeah. There's people addicted to sex. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's just, it's the thrill that you get off of it. It's the feeling that you get off of it, bro. That's what the addiction is too. It's not to the substance. Yeah. There are things that you do get addicted to the substance because it's got that kind of that shit in it. But it's really like you can get addicted to anything based off the feeling that it gives you. And I wish I could be high right now with y'all. I would have loved to hit that motherfucking blunt and been over here high as shit. You know what I mean? Like, I miss it, but I don't miss the shit that came with it. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. And, I mean, I'm not going to get too into it, bro, but that's, I was never a believer in God, bro, just like I wasn't a believer in this disease. But they said, if you quit and you feel better, that's what you know what it was, right? And I was like, damn, I've been going this long with it, right? Let me try and quit, bro. And I've thrown my shit out. I've gotten rid of all my shit plenty of times, bro, just to go buy some more shit the next day so I could go smoke again, right? I was so fed up with this shit one time, bro. I was in my room, bro, in the worst excruciating stomach pain, bro, like hunched over, what's that, fetal position, you feel me, like curled up in a ball, bro, crying, dog. Because I was just, not just from the pain, bro, but just being tired of the bullshit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just tired of it, bro. It's fucking my life up. I can't get a job. I can't hold down a job. I can't make no money. I'm losing time with the kids. You feel me? Like, I lost a couple bitches. You feel me? Like, just the whole shit, bro. I was like, bro, this shit's just, there's nothing positive out of it, right? But I couldn't stop smoking. I would wake up every day and just, first thing I'd go do, roll up, hit a bowl, like, whatever the fuck I got there, bro, just to get that little mood, you feel me? Get that little relaxation, bro, and get my day started. That was just my everyday agenda for so long. But, bro, so one night I was feeling like that, bro, and I was just curled up in the ball, and I prayed, bro. First time ever, bro. I prayed, and I told God, I said, look, man, I need you to prove to me that all these people that preach to me and they tell me all these things, I got plenty of brothers and sisters that go to church or even don't, but they believe in God, and they're always telling me about it. Never believed him. I was like, yo, that's some bullshit, bro. I don't believe in this dude. You feel me?
Yeah.
But I prayed to him. I said, bro, I need you to show me that you're real. Show me that everybody that's been telling me about this shit ain't been lying. You feel me? I was like, I can't do this shit alone.
Yeah.
I need some help. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I need some help. They always say it's God's will, not our will. It's God's will, right? I was like, bro, give me some of your strength. Give me the will. Give me your will. Help me beat this fucking addiction and not want this shit no more, right? So I threw my shit away again, like I've done plenty of times, bro, and just to go grab some more. I threw my shit away, bro. And next morning I woke up, and instead of going and grabbing some shit, calling the weed man, or what, you know what I'm saying? Because there was times where I stopped selling weed because I didn't want to smoke no more. So I called the weed man and let me get a little eighth. Bro, I had no desire, bro. No urge to do it. All gone, bro. Yeah. All gone, bro. I woke up a whole new fucking person, bro. Whole new person, bro. And ever since that day, December 16th, ever since that day, not one urge or desire, bro. I'm around it all day. Y'all just blew a blunt in front of me. I didn't. People, Cuddy, when I first quit. Yeah. Bro, there's been so many times where I tell him like, hey, I'm quitting, bro. I'm quitting. Next day we'll be in the garage. He'll be smoking and pass it to me. Not, just because he's used to it. Yeah. And I'll be like, fuck it, I'll quit tomorrow, bro. You know what I'm saying? He'll blow that motherfucker, bro. But now, and it happened right after I quit again. He was like, what's up, you want to smoke? And I'm like, I'm good, bro. That's you. I'm going to kick it, though. Yeah. Feel me? I'm in the garage with you. We chilling. Yeah. But I was like, I'm good, bro. Like, that's y'all. I'm cool. But it took me, I was in hiatus for like 3 weeks, bro, in my room. Yeah. Because the bounce back when you quit and you have the condition that I had, it's worse than when you smoke. The pain is worse than when I was smoking and shit, but it gets worse before it gets better. I did hella research. I was part of these Facebook groups of thousands of people that have gone through this. Damn. And they all said, bro, when you quit, it's going to suck. You're not going to be able to eat. You're probably still going to throw up. You're still going to be in pain, but you got to give it a little time, and your body's going to bounce back. You feel me? And it did, bro. 3 weeks later, I was back to eating. No more stomach pain. I didn't throw the Perkies away. You know what I did with those. But, I didn't take no more Percocets, bro. Like, I was like, you feel me? Like, I was better, bro. And then I was like, damn, they said if I quit and I get better, that's what I had. That's what the fuck I had, bro. That shit is real. Again, I was a non-believer. I believe it now. I was a non-believer of God. I heavily believe in God now, bro. I just came to church today. Just went to church today with my brother Jeff, man, owner of Audio Images. We're going to talk about that in a minute, too. Mm-hmm. You need some beat in your shit. I'm going to tell you how to get it the right way. But, yeah, we just went to church today, bro. You feel me? Like, bro, my hoodie on right now, bro. The back says, God's timing is the best time. Yeah. God's timing is the best time, bro. That was God's timing, bro. Yeah. You know what I mean? All I had to do was reach out. Yeah. You need some help. All you got to do is reach out to the right person, bro. And I reached out, and he said, bro, it's time.
And I think that's important that you share that, bro, because, a lot of people don't believe it, and I respect it, bro.
Yeah, no, I respect everybody's opinion, bro.
But I'm a big believer because I know what God has done because, even my pops used to tell me, you won't breathe past 18. So being alive at 25 was a dream. I'm 43 now, bro. So I should be dead according to what was spoken over to me. But bro, like there's a purpose for me out here, bro, and a purpose for you. And I feel like there's someone out there listening that is going through maybe something similar. Yeah. Or maybe even they're going through their situation that they feel like this is it. Like I'm done. I need a sign. And I think that when
might have been the sign right there.
Yeah, and sometimes all you got to do is reach out. Yeah. That's all it is. Like even if you don't believe, bro, like that's cool. Like
you can reach out and
he's always gonna come through, bro.
At the right time.
Like, bro, he's always gonna come through, especially in those moments. That's what he does, and everything before he's always been there, but it's just been the setup. Because sometimes
trust the process.
We want to help out so many people, and that sometimes backfires in our life, and it fucking causes all this problems, and now we're inheriting situation. Like I'm speaking from my own life, that you feel like what the hell? Like I need a hand. I need a sign that I'm supposed to be doing this. And bro, like he's always come through. So if you're out there listening, that's all you got to do is reach out. You know what I mean? And if not that, reach out to somebody, bro.
Reach out. There's plenty of resources to reach out to. Yeah, man. Bro. God is not the only one. I feel like God is the best one. Yeah. But you got to be able. I tell the kids. I tell my son. You can ask God for anything you want.
Yeah.
You can ask him for $1 million. He's not just going to give it to you, though.
Mm-hmm.
You got to put in the work, and he's going to work with you. So if you want to quit something, like I wanted to quit smoking, I wanted to get off the Percocets, I wanted to get off the other shit I was doing, bro. And I reached out, and I told him, I was like, bro, I want it. I'm going to put the work in, but I need you to work with me, help work on me. You feel me? And he works on me every day. I find something new that I feel like he's, like, giving me a sign to work on this and that. But, so, it's just you got to work. You got to be willing to work with him. Don't ever expect it to just, I want to quit. Please, God, help me quit. And then just expect it to be the next day you're fucking healed and done. Yeah. No, I went and threw all my shit away. Yeah. You know what I mean? I threw everything away. So he was like, okay, you're working. Yep. You're working towards it and asking for my help. Yep. So I'm going to help you. Yeah. Because you're willing to put in the work. And and I said it too. I was like, I'm going to go through the recovery, which is worse than the shit I was doing, but I'm willing to go through that to get better. Yeah. And you know what I mean? And he was like, I feel like he was like, okay, if you're willing to go through that and you're willing to work, you toss your stuff away, I'm going to give you some help. You know what I mean?
You gotta go through it to get to it. You know, that's what it is.
Ain't no getting around it, man. You gotta go through it.
You gotta get through it.
We grow through what we go through.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's amazing, bro. That's amazing, and I'm glad that you're still kicking.
Kicking, man. They said I almost was gone, bro.
Like you got your second win, bro.
Yeah. Oh, and I used to, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Being sick like that all the time, I was in deep depression. Yeah. Deep depression. I used to go to sleep every night, bro. Every night. And I say, I hope I don't wake up in the morning, bro. I hope I don't wake up in the morning. I used to say, I pray I don't wake up. I wasn't really praying, but I'd say that's a phrase, you feel me? I was like, I pray I don't wake up in the morning, bro. I was down bad, bro. Yeah. Down bad. Yeah. Never felt worse in my life. I did not want to wake up. I was like, this world ain't got nothing for me. I can't quit. I can't get better. I can't keep it. Just focused on the negative. Yeah. Had a lot of good shit going, but I was focused on the negative. Yeah. I've never been so happy in my life now, bro. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's God's blessing right there, bro. I got so much good around me, bro. I'm focused on the good. I went and got me. I'm working at the shop now. You feel me? We'll talk about that in a second. Back working at the shop, making good money doing that. I got my brands going. I got my photography going. So I got a lot of good things to be grateful for and happy about. My health is better, bro. I'm also type 1 diabetic. Yeah, that shit was fucking with my diabetes, bro. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's overall, I'm getting better. You feel me? Yeah. So I've never been happier in my life right now, bro. I wake up every day now. Yeah. I'm like, what's the new opportunity today?
Blessings.
Yeah. What's the new opportunity for today, man? Let me look and find new opportunities or, new things to be happy about and enjoy. I wasn't enjoying shit, bro. I've always been everybody always knew me as being happy as fuck, laughing. I'm a goofy guy, you know what I'm saying? But it was all a front for hella years, bro. Yeah. You know what I mean? I was just doing that to make other people happy because that's what makes me. I love seeing other people happy. Yeah. That's one thing that makes me super happy, bro. I see you laughing, that makes me feel good, especially if I helped cause that. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I was always doing that. That kind of helped me a little bit in my day-to-day. But deep down, I'd go home, and that's when I was in that, I don't want to wake up tomorrow type shit. You feel me? But now, bro, I go to bed every night like, fuck, I got tomorrow coming. Yep. You know what I mean? What we doing tomorrow?
You appreciate it. Yeah, you appreciate life a little more. Yeah, I mean, that's what God would do. I've had God. I've been riding with him for as a kid. He's always been around. Yeah. But I've always, now that I doubt him, I've always I'm hard-headed. Like I'll pray to him. Yeah. And shit will come. Yeah. I know what he's doing, but he keeps putting me in these positions. Like I'm here, man. Like you one day you're gonna. And I actually have been even with the crew. Especially with Mike Angelo. I've had these conversations with him, and it's like, that's the thing. Like it's not always gonna be easy, but you have to remember that he's there to help you when you really need that help.
When you need it, and you're willing to
work
understands.
With it. And he works. Yeah, and so the better you do, the better you do. I mean, I've been blessed a lot because. Even though I have my little rebellion at times,
we all do.
I understand that he's there. It's like, you're there, and there are some changes that I want to make in my life too, especially with cannabis, because I know there's gonna be a point that when I get older, it's like, especially when you become business driven, you have to also, I mean, you can't be that. I mean, some people can be, but you can't be that clear when you're intoxicated.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I've never been so clear-minded ever. That's when I started the brand back up, bro. When I was like, bro, I need to fucking, I need to hit this shit running. Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
No, I said even better that you don't
No, yeah,
use
for
it.
sure.
You
It's all
smoke
profit
it.
now,
Yeah, no, that's
bro.
what I'm saying. So, but
all
still,
profit
you know,
now.
being able to do it and actually
Yeah.
like.
But
still,
no, like I got that clear mind, bro. You know what I'm saying? And like you're saying, you know, if you're business minded, sometimes weed will work negatively against you.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying? There's very functional, you know, they call it functional stoners and shit. You know what I mean? But and I was very functional, but I just feel like without it, I'm even better. But just
well, you're gonna be
naturally,
naturally you're gonna be because
it's
it's your natural state of mind, right? That you're operating on. But
I do. My ADHD does kick off a lot stronger now since I quit smoking. I'll be hyped as a motherfucker. That shit used to mellow me out, dog. But yeah,
but hey, it's kind of good, right? I mean, it kind of you know you can use it with if you know how to.
Channel it.
Because I know that's a tough thing. I don't think I have that.
No, I don't think I got ADHD, but I be hyper, bro. I be hyped up. But I got energy. I wake up. Motherfuckers like, bro, you just woke up. I'm like, yep. What do we? I'm fucking up. They're like, did you drink coffee? I don't drink coffee. I don't drink Red Bulls, bro. I don't nothing. I wake up and I'm just on go mode, bro. Ready to do something.
I mean, shit.
And that's after like I only sleep 4 or 5 hours.
Damn.
I go to bed at like 3 a.m. every night. I wake up at 8, bro, and I'm ready to tackle.
I used to be like that, bro.
Man.
Lately, I've been like, fuck, man. I don't know if it's because I'm getting older, but lately it's like I gotta get my sleep. Before I used to be like that, like just 4 or 5 hours. I mean, I still do. I can still do it, but I can feel the weight.
If I sleep 8 hours,
feel the weight. Yeah.
I feel like probably how you feel if you only sleep 4.
Yeah, no, I don't sleep 8 hours.
No, I'm just saying, if I sleep 8 hours or like anything over 6, I wake up stupid. Like, I want to go back to bed.
Yeah.
I just slept for 8, 9 hours. I want to go back to bed now. Like, but if I get 4 or 5, I wake up. I'm ready to go.
That's how it was. We were in Colorado, and I was up early every day, and then Cuddy's we have 2 beds, making it clear. You know what I mean? so he's in his bed.
They had 2 pillows.
No, but I always do this little thing. Like when I wake up, I always do this little donkey kick. You know what I mean? Like
donkey. To wake up?
Yeah, I just do a donkey kick. And then I jump up like just with the naturally. Yeah. So I'm going to the bathroom. You take your first piss, and I have a ritual that I do like wherever I'm at.
Shake it twice?
No, I just yell. I'm like, ah! You know what I mean?
Homeboy's George of the Jungle.
Yeah, literally. And then Cuddy just wakes up laughing, bro. And I was like, that's what you do every day, bro. Like every time, bro. Like I wake up with energy. It's just, especially if it's only 3-4 hours. If I sleep 8 hours, bro.
Yeah. No, I'm dead.
I feel like
I'm dead to the world.
Like I need coffee, bro.
Yeah, I'm dead to the world if I get 8 hours. Like I'm useless today.
Yeah.
You might as well just send me back home, bro. So let me sleep off this shit. And
bro.
Start tomorrow.
Yep.
Yeah. No, fucking my whole shit when I get up in the morning, bro. I usually wake up not too long before I go to work. You feel me? I shower at night, bro, and then I can wake up in the morning, brush my grill.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Get my clothes on and go to work. My shit, bro. I get in the car and it's car karaoke.
Oh, nice.
I'm singing, bruh. Yeah. I'm sure people are looking at me with their cup of coffee, tired and shit. They're looking at me. I'm like, 90s R&B, bro. That's my shit.
And you don't drink coffee?
No, I hate coffee. It tastes disgusting to me,
yeah,
dog.
Really?
If I drink coffee, I'm like, give me all the creamer with a hint of coffee. My shit is white.
Yeah.
My shit is white, bro. I gotta put. If I do drink coffee, like I used to drink coffee years ago, because I thought it was doing something for me. But it was really just because I was sleeping 8 hours. You know what I mean? But I was drinking coffee, bro. I get coffee. I'd be like, let me get a small, but I need a large cup. Because I'm fucking coffee mate, coffee mate, all in that bitch, dog. You know what I mean? Hella Splenda, can't do sugar because I'm diabetic. Hella Splenda, I'm like, I need it sweet as hell. I don't want to taste no coffee, bro. I can't stand coffee. And I drink energy drinks just for the flavor sometimes, but that shit does not work on me. It really makes me more tired.
Yeah.
I'll drink a fucking a Red Bull. Like I drank one the other day. It was like Juneberry. I don't even know what that is.
Yeah.
But the homie at work bought it for me, and I was like, fuck it, I'll slam that. You feel me? I drank it. It's just for the flavor.
Yep.
The shit don't hype me up, and I feel like it mellows me out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Maybe I do got ADHD, because they be taking Adderall and fucking shit. That's like, that'll hype any of us up. You give it to a regular person, hypes them up. You give it to somebody with ADHD, it calms them down. That little chemical imbalance. So I'm like, damn, maybe I do got it. The Red Bull fucking brings me down. I ain't tried Adderall yet, but fucking.
Well, speaking of that, man, where do you? So you have a day job?
I do have a day
You have
job.
a day
I do
job.
have a day job, man. Pimping yo. No, I'm just playing. No, my day job, man. I work at a beat shop. One of probably like it might be the longest standing beat shop in the Bay. 35 years, man, since 1990. Audio Images out in Burlingame, California. Yeah, little suburban white Burlingame, but we got slap going on. They've been there for 30 years. They started in San Bruno. Howard was the original owner. Shout out Howard.
In San Bruno, where were they in San Bruno?
You know where Motorcycle Madness is on El Camino?
Yeah.
It was like right across the street, kind of by Jack in the Box.
Yeah,
kind of by Jack in the Box.
Yeah, I remember in the 90s.
So they was down there.
Okay.
And then they went to Burlingame on California Drive, right off of Broadway. You take the Broadway exit, bust a left on California, and we're just a block and a half down, bro. And they've been there for 30 years. My brother Jeff he was an installer there. And then bought the business out 22 years ago, bro, and he's been running it for 22 years, doing beat, man, and never closed down, bro. COVID couldn't stop it, bro. Nothing stopped it. There's been other shops that closed down. There's another shop. I'm not gonna say the name, but they're one of the other shops that's been around probably the longest. You feel me? They used to have like 6 shops in the peninsula, and I think even in the East Bay they had a couple. They got down to 1, and they're trying to buy us out, or not buy us out. They're trying to buy into us. So we can they want to try and kind of spread it out again. You feel me? But
why is that? Why did it? Is it something that people don't do no more? Or
it definitely is. Nothing like it used to be, bro. Everybody used to be putting beat in their shit, anymore. Bro. They used to have beat shows. Yeah. They used to have shows for beat. You know what I mean? Like they don't do that as much anymore. They still do, but not as much, not as often. It's just and like all the new cars, they come with subwoofers in them. Yeah. They're nothing crazy. But they come with a little 8-inch subwoofer. Like I said, I drive a little bucket, bro. 2000 Lexus. My shit had a stock 8-inch subwoofer in the back. I didn't put no beat in my shit when I bought it. I was like, that's cool. I'm older now, but I was like, that's cool. You know, it's a bucket. I'm not gonna go spend fucking $2,000 to get some beat in this thing. It costs more than the car. Yeah. You know what I mean? But so I was like, I'm cool with that little stock 8. You know what I mean? Until I blew it. Yeah. And now I got a little 12 back there. You know what I'm saying? Nothing major. It's a little cheap Pioneer 12. It's more bass than what I had, but you can't hear me coming down the block. Right. If I pull up in front of your house, you'll hear me out front. Yeah. But like back in the day, bro, you hear a motherfucker 2 blocks away, bro, you're like, oh, there's Ace. You know what I mean? Like he's coming. But yeah, no. So a lot of them died out, just because the culture kind of died out, and then COVID hit, so all businesses were kind of suffering and shit. And I'm gonna keep it real. I don't know how he stayed open because when it was essential businesses only, I don't know how music is essential. Yeah. Music is essential. No, I was in church today and they was talking about how music is just since the beginning of time it's been praised and preached by God and shit, by Jesus. You know what I mean? Like there's messages in music. So I don't know. Maybe he manipulated you know what I mean? Like, oh, we're giving messages to the people through the music, man.
No, they used to have them, like, when they used to go to war, it was the front line where all musicians.
Yeah.
So that was the front line.
It's essential in many ways. But yeah, so that's really what happened to a lot of the shops. It just the culture died. It's coming back, though. It's coming back, especially in Oakland. Oakland, they get the box Chevy with the fucking 812s in the trunk, bro, and man, but we do that shit too. We actually just got my boy Poncho. He just started at the shop recently, and he does the full custom, bro. Full custom, whatever you want. You want your logo on your subwoofer box, and you want 812s pointing in all directions, like anything you need. My boy does it full custom, man, and he's been looking for a kind of a spot to bring his talents to. And we had a guy doing that. He left and started his own performance shop. Because he's a mechanic at heart, you feel me, and he loves muscle cars, fast cars. So he went and opened up his own performance shop, and we've been looking for somebody for the full custom, man. And again, God's timing, bro. Yeah. Bro kind of lost a position over here. He was tired of his regular 9 to 5. I was like, bro, why don't you bring your spend your time doing your passion, bro? Like we could damn near pay you what you were getting paid over there, where you're not happy. Slide over here, man, and do what you love, you feel me, and get paid to do it with a cool-ass crew, You feel me? You got way better. He was talking about his hours. He never got to see his kids or see his wife. Didn't get to eat dinner at the dinner table. I was like, bruh, come work over here. But you get off before dinner time. You go home, have dinner with your kids. You know what I mean? All this shit. Bro, I was like, it's nothing but a win for you over here. So, boom. Made it happen, bro. He just started last week. Nice. So we're back to full custom again. Nice. And he does shit. I guess you could call it like a stereotype, but he does shit Oakland style. You know what I mean? Like so in Burlingame, bro, in the Peninsula, Burlingame, we're like, put 2 subwoofers in a box, keep it neat and clean. Let's hide the amp. Yeah. You know what I mean? Let's get some cool speakers. Like, let's do that. Oakland style is like I said, 812s, custom box, bro. Like hella, like 4 speakers in each fucking door. You speakers in the roof, like what I mean, they got the old school Oakland shit with speakers in the grills, speakers under the bumpers. You feel me? Like that's Oakland shit, bro. Like that's where that shit really came from. But that's kind of his. He's from the East Bay. He's from Oakland and shit. So that's that's his style. So we're gonna be doing some of that though over in the Peninsula. He's bringing customers. He did this shit on the side for a long time, so he's got a lot of customers and shit. So they're gonna be coming over to us. Legit, so we're gonna be back. We're gonna be doing that and I call it Burlingame style. You know what I mean? People just come and they want one subwoofer, the amp hidden. They want to keep trunk space. They, this is like we got fathers and mothers come. They're like, I want bass, but I gotta carry the stroller.
What kind of cars? What kind of cars?
Bro, we do everything, bro. We got
Teslas and the shit like that.
No, we got Teslas, 2025 Teslas. We got Bentleys, bro, Ferraris, bro. We do everything there, bro. All the way to the 1984 Chevy box. Damn. You know what I mean? They did my 9350 when I had beat in there, bro. Like we do everything, bro. 98 Toyota Corolla. Which, you know what I mean? Like we do the dailies, we do the luxury, we do the muscle cars. We specialize really in old schools, though. That's what Jeff has been known for many, many years, bro. The old school muscle cars. They come through with the old 69 Camaro. We just had a 69 Cougar XR7 in that motherfucker, bro. Nice. Like, he wanted to get some shit done. We're real known for many, many years for the old schools, bro. We got a slideshow playing on our TV in the lobby, and it's a real nice shot, bro. You come in, we got a couch.
Well, yeah, Burlingame.
Full lobby. Yeah, no, it's exactly, bro. It's full lobby. We got a display board with all the speakers that we sell, all the decks that we sell, with the amps that we sell, playing the music, so you can hear how it sounds. You can go play with the radio. Like, you walk. It's like you're walking into old school Best Buy where you've been tested Circuit everything. City. Yeah, Circuit City. Thank you. Yeah, bro. It's like a little mini Circuit City right there. We got a little chair. Like a car seat. Yeah. You can sit in the car seat and kind of see how it's going to sound. When you're sitting in. Bro. Yeah. No, it's real nice, bro. He remodeled it some years back, like a decade ago or something. He fucking remodeled it. Got marble, granite fucking countertops and shit, bro. Fucking. We have a motorcycle area, very known for doing motorcycles. Oh, okay. Lots of Harleys. We do like the BMW cruisers that are going on long trips and shit, bro. But we got a whole motorcycle area that we do, like off to the side. You feel me? Keep it away from the cars. It's our own specific motorcycle area. But no, we do everything from American to exotics, foreign, domestic. No matter what year, we do it. We do it all.
It's thriving.
Oh yeah, no, it's definitely thriving, man. Especially because they got me back in the shot. You feel me? We was talking about. I was telling you, the old boy who was there for I left 10 years ago, man. Old boy they had up in there just wasn't cutting it. And, man, the opportunity presented itself for me to get back in the shop, bro. And it's, like I said, this is that confidence, bro. I'm not cocky, bro. I know what I bring to the table, bro. And I've been going full force at it, bro, and just the business been booming.
That's good.
We got good installers. We got the new installer, the full custom head of fabrication. That's his title. We got business cards coming, boy. We're really official in this motherfucker, bro.
Well, who knows? I mean, it might pick up again, and you guys might be ahead of the game. Because, everything comes back, and you're right. It's like it feels like we're going through this whole 90s motion.
Revamp.
Because they were saying, I saw something on YouTube about how it feels like after 2000, there's no style.
Yeah.
Like everything ended in the 90s, right? Everything after
all the
that,
cool shit kind of
and everything's been just a mix match.
I feel like it was that whole Y2K scare. Remember they thought the world was gonna end in year 2000 with all the computers crashing and all this shit. I feel like, I don't know, bro. Some changed everything, man. 'Cause the 90s was popping.
Yeah, they were saying that 2000 reality actually stopped, and it's a program. That's why that's why there's a lack of pioneering or it just shit that we used to come up with. You know, 90s, 80s, 70s, 60s, 50s. I mean, you could go back all the way to before the 1800s, but all of a sudden, 1999 hit and 2000 came around. It's like everything just it's a
it died out. It's
or it's a remake. Of the 80s or the 90s. Because right now I feel like it's very heavy on the late 80s and 90s. You know, so. But again, who knows, man? My pick.
But if you think though, I mean, I feel that too for sure. But I don't know if you remember in the 2000s, but I was in middle school in 2000. You feel me? The bell bottoms were coming back from the 60s and 70s. Remember the girls were wearing bell bottoms?
The True Religions had a lot of bell bottoms.
The bell bottoms were out, bro. They were tight and then they fucking belled out at the bottom. We had the. I know you know about these, Mike. You probably had it hanging to the floor. Remember those belts with you get your initial in the middle, your initial in the middle and shit. The military belts, but that was old. That was like 80s, 90s type shit. But we were doing it. You feel me? 2010, 2005 and shit, bro. Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Nah. I was in middle school, high school, bro. I was kicking it with the gangbangers. The Nortes had the red ones all the way to the floor. You know
I remember it back in the day. So we used to flash it from the 90s, and then after the 2000s, I kind of just changed my style. And I wasn't paying attention. I mean, I was too busy raising 2 kids.
Yeah, for sure. I was busy being a kid. How does that make you feel?
I know sometimes I'm like, especially we've been doing these, because we went, by the way, we didn't tell our people, last weekend we were in Denver doing the.
Hey, hold on, I see my girl Kelly up in here just joined on the shit.
She's just been there for
a
minute.
That's OG. That's my girl. What's up? I see Pepe on that motherfucker too. What's poppin'? What's up with Kelly though?
It was the Colorado freestyle event, right?
Yeah, it was the national. For Red Bull, the freestyle. So the winner was gonna go compete at the internationals in Peru. May 31st.
And won that motherfucker.
Cuddy was the only one that was rapping. He got in there and he did his thing in English, bro. Represented for the team. It was dope, bro. It was like Venezuelans, Colombians.
I was gonna say in English. Was it a Spanish thing? Oh, was it a Spanish thing?
Yeah, it was Spanish.
You should have told him to spit in Spanish. I've heard him do it.
Yeah,
I've heard him do it.
Yeah.
Little Spanglish. Little Spanglish.
But it's a Red Bull thing, right?
Yeah, it was a Red Bull sponsored event.
So we were there, and it's they're all youngsters.
Act like
but I don't feel old, it's just a trip that you're like, yeah, man, I guess,
So who all went?
It was me, Mike, Cuddy, Hoodwink,
and
Drakey.
Drakey, okay. Hell yeah.
That was fun. We had fun.
Seen y'all was eating good.
Yeah, man. Especially we went to that.
NOLA.
Yeah,
that's New Orleans. That's New Orleans. shit, like some
New
Cajun
Orleans.
Shit.
Yeah,
I always tell people if I visit New Orleans, I'm taking extra clothes because I might not come back.
Yeah.
Just based off the food and the culture, bro. New Orleans is. I want me a little. I want me a little Creole mama. You feel me? Any Creoles out there?
Little red bone.
You know what I'm saying? Love me a little Creole woman. Feel me?
Nah, it was fire. They had he had a a shrimp etouffee. That's what Cuddy had.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
It was fish, too, right?
It was fish. I seen the fish on top. It looked like a tilapia or something. I could have swore.
Probably.
I could have swore I seen
it was a fish
on
it was
top.
A fish flopped over. Yeah.
Flopped over. Yeah. That shit. That's when I seen. I was like, damn, but I wish I would have went just for that.
Yeah.
Fuck a freestyle session. I'm trying to get the food.
Hoodwink had
they call me Slim Fat, bro. I'm skinny, but I eat like I should be 300 plus, bro. I put it down, bro.
He's slim fat.
Slim fat.
Yeah, you have a fast metabolism.
I have diabetes. I've always, ever since I got diabetes, I've been skinny since a kid, man. But nah, I do have a fast metabolism, bro. It comes in and goes out.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, it was fire. They had fire cornbread. It had a little honey glaze on top of it, bro. It was fire.
Like in Hoodwink
I had the gumbo.
You gumbo or
I had
the gumbo?
Yeah, I had the gumbo because I wanted.
That was
to
good.
Like, if they could do a fire, because gumbo's my thing, bro. That shit was fire, bro. It was the best gumbo I've ever fucking had.
Like in
This is in Colorado.
Colorado.
This is in
bro.
Colorado.
Yeah, I know. It was so
And they
random.
had to have been they had to have been implants. Like they came from
Bro,
New Orleans.
I know this.
Katrina hit. They needed to relocate and went to Colorado, bro.
This was Sunday at 10 p.m.
Yeah.
So it was like so random. Like on a Sunday 10 p.m. Being everything else was closed and that was the only thing open. We went out. Hoodwink had the alligator, right?
Oh yeah, alligator.
Alligator.
Oh,
Yeah.
I want to try that. I've had frog legs before.
Frog legs are good.
Frog legs are good, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alligator, man.
Alligator. Yeah.
I ate snake before.
I never had snake.
I had snake. It was kind of. I'm a texture guy.
Yeah.
Probably wouldn't try it again.
Yeah.
They cooked. I mean, they seasoned it well, but it just. Maybe they didn't cook it right. I don't know how it's supposed to cook. It was kind of tough.
Thing too. Yeah.
It was kind of tough. I was like, my jaw hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like
it's like sturgeon is good.
Sturgeon? Yeah. I'm a fish. I love
Sturgeon.
fish, bro.
It's like what the steak
if I
in
had
the
to
sea.
give up, if I had to give up meat, I would become a pescatarian.
Pescatarian.
You know what I mean? Where it's just fish.
I like fish, not all fish.
I love fish, bro.
I don't like
Tilapia, salmon.
Salmon, I can't do salmon.
You can't do salmon?
I can,
it's
but
too fishy for you,
but
huh?
it's not like
you got to get the right salmon though.
I can eat it. Eat it, but it's not my preference.
Tilapia is my favorite, bro. Tilapia, mahi. Oh, some tilapia tacos, bro.
With some bacon, some aguacate in there.
Order some food, bro. Hey, anybody want to order some food? We got Thrill House Records. Knock 3 times so we know it's. You know what I'm saying? DoorDash it up. Hook us up. I'm hungry and I'm literally about to drool. But nah, so Colorado was lit, man.
Yeah,
my dad's family's from Colorado.
Really?
I visited Colorado a few times.
Arvada.
Denver. Yeah, right outside of Denver. Okay. 30 minutes from the Denver airport. Arvada, a little suburban, cool, like old school. The first time only time I really experienced a real block party was there, bro. They shut down the whole block.
Oh shit.
Every neighbor was outside with tables and food and
dope.
fire. It reminded me of Sandlot.
They
remind me of Sandlot. They're running with the fireworks going. Everybody's outside. We're throwing
you don't see that shit over here.
You don't see that shit over
here.
Well,
maybe back in the day when I was growing up.
It was a little different, though.
Well, Halloween was hella different out here in the Mission. I remember as a kid, it was like the whole Mission.
The whole block.
Like from 24 all the way down to maybe 16th.
Oh, shit.
And it was just
decorated.
You could go.
Everybody.
Everything was so different. And just now it's like.
Well, now, I mean, brother, we could get into a whole nother 3-hour podcast about how the Mission has changed since the 90s and early 2000s and shit, bro. It's not the same Mission no more, bro. Not at all. It's the techie shit.
Yeah.
All the implants. Let's keep it 100, bro.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But
and
I love the Mission, bro. I've worked there many years, bro. At Purple Star Dispensary, a couple restaurants near there and shit, bro. Like I got the homies out there. You feel me? Like I love the Mission, bro.
Yeah, the Mission.
It's still lively. It's still lively. You still got a lot of the OGs and the.
It's more 24th, though, right?
Yeah. Well, I was on 21st at the dispensary. Yeah. But you go to 24th, like the lowrider shows and shit, bro. That's all. It's 24th to 25th is the most. Those 2 intersections is the most popping, and they go down 23rd. Usually turn around at like 22nd. You know what I mean, and then bring it back up. And that's where I'll be on 24th with my camera, getting them shots.
Yeah, there I know, man.
Yeah, man. I'm on YouTube, bro. I got videos on YouTube, bro, where I'm in the mix, bro. Yeah, but check it out, AP Visions.
AP Visions
with a Z.
Okay, IG. What's the IG?
IG AP Visions with a Z.
With the Z.
Yep, and then you can look that up on YouTube. Just a quick recap: poent.c.415. That's the Poent C. Audio images. We on Instagram, Yelp. You can go check out the wonderful reviews. Fucking YouTube. Facebook, audio images, Burlingame, man.
So is that just beats or do you?
No, we do, bro. Lighting. You want lighting, alarms, backup cameras, dash cameras, radios, speakers, subwoofers, amps. We kind of say like we don't do mechanic work and we don't do body work, but almost all the other shit we do. We could build you a custom fucking center console with cup holders. Like old schools don't come with cup holders.
Oh, okay.
We can do center console, custom cup holders. We just got into 3D printing. So we're 3D printing a lot of things, you feel me, that go with the cars and shit that help.
Some parts are out of.
They don't even make some parts.
Yeah.
I was looking up some parts for a Mazda the other day. And these companies don't even make parts to put a radio in it, bro. We can go scan the area. We have a scanner. Yeah. We can scan the area, and we got a guy, Ven, He designs the shit. He's our designer. We got a whole little area
that's crazy.
Separated for the 3D printing. We call it 3D printing design and studio.
That's dope, man.
Studio and design. You feel me? We got a computer right there. We got the 3D printer right there. Venby designing shit all the time.
Damn.
We've been doing we're real big on the NFC tags. You know what I'm saying? Where you don't know what that is?
What is that?
Bro, where my keys at, bro? Let me see your phone.
NFC.
Let me see your phone. Yeah.
I got you.
Oh, you got pull your phone out real quick, bro. Let's just show these people what it is, man. Unlock it. It's an iPhone.
Yep.
Look, bro. Boom. My link just popped up. I just tapped this right there on his phone. My link popped up, and there you go. Boom.
Yeah, that was fast.
What is that? All your info?
That's all my info. I got a link tree, and that got my IG on it. Look, it's right here too. My QR code. QR code on the sticker. You feel me?
I've seen that one, but that's pretty dope.
I got it for the audio images right here. That's the logo. We got the AI logo. You feel me? I just tapped that on the phone. Like I'll show you right here with this one. Look. Just to give them a little.
It's like that's a programming.
Boop. Look, popped up. Click that. Boom. And that take you right here to it's called link unit link, bro. Got all the links. Yelp, YouTube, Instagram, everything right there for audio images, bro.
Okay, that's
you know what I mean.
Dope.
It's a digital business card. You don't want to carry around paper business cards and shit. You know, the new era. Everybody's got a phone. Everybody's got internet. 80% of people got Instagram. Yeah. I still carry old school business cards with me too, though. But for the older folks, But I'll probably give you a paper,
Hey man, I ain't the only one out here 44.
I'm right behind you, bro. I'm 37. I'm about to be 37, bro. You know, I'm just fucking with you.
I know. But you're starting your 30s, bro.
Yeah,
you can't say that.
It's good. But But yeah, man. So we're doing the 3D printing over there, man. We're doing NFC tags, going crazy. We even do signs for people, and it has their information, and we'll put a little NFC tag right there. What is it? YouTube. Boop. You can pop it up. There's your YouTube account.
Yeah, that's
you know
dope,
what I mean?
Bro.
Like all the shit.
Yeah, I have my. Do you guys do the navigation updates and stuff like that?
What do you mean updates?
Like I have a 2016 Dodge Dart, but the navigation programming, the just because it's just a screen, and it has the software, but it's old. This shit's from 2016 and needs to be updated. But last time I looked at it, they're trying to charge me $600-700 just to
Where was
update.
that? At the dealership?
I think so.
Yeah. That's most likely a dealership only type of thing.
Oh, is it? Okay.
If you wanted to get some new and improved shit, that's like get a new radio. You know, get the double din screen, and they got like the Apple CarPlay. You know what that is? Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, bro, where you pull up your Google Maps and it's on your screen now. You know what I mean?
So you could do. So you guys do that too, then?
Oh yeah, we do all that. That's like one of our number one. I can't even count how many people come in wanting CarPlay and shit, bro. Like, because all this, like you said, it's outdated.
Yeah, it's outdated.
They want that new shit, bro. They got it wireless, bro. So you connect it Bluetooth or whatever.
Well, this one has Bluetooth, but it's like
but it doesn't got the Google, like this shit's Spotify, Pandora, like YouTube, not YouTube Music. There's a couple other apps that it pops up. It has the app on your screen, so you don't even gotta look at your phone. Yeah, it'll read your text messages.
Yeah, it's like the rental cars. When you get the rental cars, it has all that.
Yeah,
you can hook up in that format. Well, that's dope, man. For shit. So there you go. If you guys need some work done on the Ramfla, go ahead and check them out again. What is the name? Audio Visuals?
Audio Images.
Oh, Audio Images.
Audio Images. AISF, man. Audio Images. Like I said, since 1990, bro. Been around. Been doing things. That's
a long time,
Been doing things.
Any other last plugins before? We're already getting.
We're almost out of time here, man. I could go on for hours about all kinds of shit.
We're gonna have you back again,
Part 2 coming soon. But man, I appreciate you having me through, man.
I appreciate you coming through, bro.
It's always a pleasure chopping it up with you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Mike too, bro. We family, you feel me? It was cool, man. I'm glad y'all invited me, bro. I was supposed to have my partner Lou with me, man, but he ended up, he had to get his son. Daddy duty. Daddy duties.
First.
So he had to get his son, but maybe on the next one.
For sure,
we're supposed to do a podcast with his partner. Damn, what's his name, bro? I don't know why my mind just went blank. Everybody knows who he is. He's doing the Instagram reels with the turbos all the time. The black dude.
He was just on. Wasn't he down on Hay Street just the other day.
Probably, I think it's from the cities.
He went to a shop. He had like Averex jacket on. He was buying every. I saw. What's his name?
I don't know why my mind just went blank, bro. I watch this shit all the time.
I just started following him.
Yeah, he's hilarious though.
Yeah.
But we're supposed to do a podcast with him and shit. But I want to bring Lou through here, man. Like I said, he's a big part of PONC, bro. Like he's been helping me out a lot. I ain't gonna lie. His folks is the one that grown that shit. That high potency, bro. Like he put me on with that. You know what I mean? But he's got big things popping too, bro. So I want to bring him through, bro.
Man. I mean, Pepe will be here too, so he can kind of, he's more into the, weed game, and I'm sure he'll have some questions for y'all too.
No, for sure.
Yeah, but for sure, bro. We'll have you again, and soon, not months later.
Sooner than later, man. I'll be here tomorrow. No,
well, I won't be here.
What is this? It's once a week?
Yeah,
every Sunday.
Yeah, so I'm the only one. Well, Mike Angelo has his on Saturdays, which is Angelo's house from 4 to 6.
What do y'all do?
I do.
I'm sorry. I know I should have been up on this already. No, I just be so busy, bro. Keep it 100, bro.
I feel you, bro.
Like I'm surprised I was here this long.
Yeah,
my shit's on silent. I'm scared to even look at my phone right now, bro.
I only do 2 hours because he has a 6 to 10. I do 4 to 6, and I interview some of the artists that I work with.
Okay.
Different people. My son plays vinyl because he has a vinyl collection.
Yeah.
So the first hour I let him play his collection, and then the second hour I'll do a DJ mix and stuff. And then the days that he doesn't do it, then I'll interview other artists and stuff. So we got to get you on one of those shows. Yeah.
Sure. I'm down with it, man. I'm down with it, bro. We got to locate an old Ace and Cuddy mixtape, the Hustle mixtape, bro.
You already...
Hey, Hustle, Hustle. Having unlimited sources to live every day. That shit went hard, bro.
Yeah.
That was like over 10 years ago, bro. Well,
I gotta get Cuddy because we could do it on our show and we'll play all those tracks.
Yeah. We'll at least not all of them. They was some of them was kind of garbage. Nah, there was a couple good ones though, for sure. Like that Get High went crazy, bro.
Yep.
Get High went crazy, bro. But there was some good ones, man. And those were most of those were produced by Cuddy and Marty.
Yep.
Marty McFly.
Yep. Shout out Marty McFly.
Shout out Marty McFly, man.
Out there, Cupcake, I see you, Marty.
Yeah, you feel me? But that shit was going crazy,
life
man.
Out there, brother.
Yes, he is, man. BQM as well, though.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Hell yeah, man.
But yeah, so that's the show, man. Like
that's the show, man. Hey, tap in with PONC for real. I'm gonna say it once. I'm gonna say it a million times, man. Tap in with PONC. I'm going to take care of you. I'll tell you what, check it out. If you mention that you heard me say this on the podcast, tap in with me through the DM. I got discounts I'll do $20 off a zip. I'll do $10 off a quarter, 15 off a half.
There you go.
Like, bro, we doing deals out here. Mention the podcast. Say, I heard on the podcast, Ace, you giving out some deals. I got you. Descuentos, let's go.
Shout out FIRMELAB. We won't be here next week. FIRMELAB Radio. Or Angelo's house. We won't be here next week because we will be in Bakersfield. We got a big show out there with Diabla performing. But the following week, yep.
Pull up.
Bakersfield. Pull up, man. We gonna be there next Saturday.
Dope. She in Spanish, right?
Yeah.
She's dope.
She's doing her thing,
bro.
Crazy.
I'm gonna play some music before we get off here. But go ahead.
For sure. But yep. We will be there next week. But the following week we'll be back for the show. Saturday 4 to 6, Angelo's house. Sunday, FIRMELAB, 6 to 10, man. Pepe will be back, right?
Yep.
I'm taking his place.
Okay.
Hey, Pepe, did you hear that?
I like this chair, Pepe.
Shout out to Pepe, man. Shout out to Pepe.
Shout out to Pepe. Big shout out to Pepe. That's the homie.
He's working, one of the hardest workers I know, man. He's always moving and wiggling out there, brother. So, but we'll be back the following weekend. But right now we're gonna listen to some of Easy's
Diabla.
Oh, okay.
I try to put. I know this was a good conversation. I didn't want to stop. I was gonna stop earlier on, but I was like, sometimes just the flow of the conversation matters. But usually, what I try to do for the last, since we have 4 hours, at least the last hour and a half, I try to play local artists.
Oh, shit.
Music and put it in rotation.
You should have told me, bro. I'm a talker, bro. Unless you tell me to shut up.
It's like a talking radio show.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's like the content is everything, bro. Like what we were talking about, like everything.
Yeah. I'm saying we could have saved it for the next 2 months. That's what's up, man. Well, I appreciate that.
And in fact, it doesn't have to be just. I mean, if you have some. if you want to like actually come in the show and monthly or by monthly or whatnot, for you to do something, you want to plug in, you want to
do a little segment,
yeah, a little
whatever.
segment, whatever, bro. Hey man, this is what's here for.
Yeah.
4 hours is a lot of time, man.
Let's talk about that,
yeah, man, like that. You know, you're
special
also,
guest coming soon.
There you go. But yeah, it's all good, man. Like I said, I value that conversation more than the music. The music it could always be played. But yeah, we try to do local artists and you know, give them some rotation on the radio, because I know it seems like a podcast, but in the end it is an internet radio because it's live.
Yeah.
You know, so with that we try to promote our artists and make sure they're getting some airtime.
Yeah.
Eventually, Psych Radio wants to go to FM, right? Or AM FM.
Hey man, we have a meeting. I don't know if you got the Psych Radio thread. I know sometimes because they be texting a lot. It's like 200 texts. But bro, we have a meeting, Zoom meeting, because Memo said that there's some good news for Psych Radio. We're leveling up. So I don't know what that means. He said I don't want to spill.
Elevation.
What is that?
I think it's in a couple weeks.
Okay,
or in
I'll
a
check
week.
it out.
Yeah. But he's gonna send the Zoom link on the radio, and he said that he wants everybody to be on that meeting. Everybody that has a show.
CC me, bro.
I saw him and he jumped on the live, so I was like, okay. So that
Kelly
just
back in there too. I love you, Kelly. I love you.
But shout out to Psych Radio, man.
Psych Radio doing
Psych Radio
thing,
is really
bro.
putting on for all the people out here, man, giving us a platform, and we're excited because there's gonna be some new stuff coming, man. So it's gonna get big, man. So tune in.
Only way to go is up, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, shit. With that, gente, gracias for tuning in and lending an ear to hear us talk. And actually, special thanks to our special guest here. Thank you again.
Thank you, bro. It was my pleasure, for real. My pleasure, man.
For coming through, carving some time. I know you're a busy man, but we always value that. And yeah, with that, I'm gonna jump into a playlist, and then I'll
Diabla, huh?
Diabla. We listen to some Diabla. So hang tight.
Baby, por eso peor. He let her play me out, but I am the shit. Ain't no debate about it. I run the bag up, he look like a lick. I run the check about him. I get the bag and I bag him. Fucking the car, then we back to the crib. Take all his gold while he fuck from the back and he pull on my hair. He call me his bitch. He needed a moment to understand. I needed a moment to run the bag up. Soy hijo puta, y ya lo saben. Una chingona, she hold for ransom. Can't nobody ever stop me. How I get it, baby. Really a hitter. I ride with a chopper, you know that I go crazy. I am the one that go and get it, baby. Ain't no debate about it. I get the money, the mula, the vato, and I get the check about him. He hit my line, me llama mi cel y le digo que no. Soy bien bonita, chingona, mi baby, por eso peor. I am the one that go and get it, baby. Ain't no debate about it. I get the money, the mula, the vato, and I get the check about him. He hit my line, me llama mi cel y le digo que no. Soy bien bonita, chingona, mi baby, por eso peor.
Siempre que empiezo no paro, tengo a tu morra en mi cuarto contando gramos, saben que yo nunca fallo, siempre volamos en alto, me cojo a tu vato, bitch, luego lo descarto, bitch, you cannot impress me, snitch, mamá ni es sola, need. Todo tu flow es cuento, díganme algo que sea cierto, si solo tienen los bolsillos sin hielo.